Hey, what's up, sports to the bone family? Good night to you all. Good night. Good night. Hope everybody is doing okay. Hope you all made it through the day. Hope you would have had some amount of success or some level of success as you went through today. Today's what? Wednesday, right? Shout out to you all. Shout out to all the persons that are on early. We see Barry here, Sheldon Smith. We see, yeah, man, Barry and Danny Link. Yeah, man, shout out to you all, guys. Mm. Not doing too bad at all. Not doing too bad. Yeah, man. So you already know the topic. Tomorrow, West Indies will take on Sri Lanka. So we are going to be talking about that. Kenroy Reid in the house also. Blessings, man. Blessings. Blessings to you all. Right. So yeah, man. I did a couple of videos earlier today. One early this morning and one in the afternoon. Yeah, Ricardo Thompson. Blessings. Big up. I was talking about the India victory, and we see a lot of. I was waiting for it, I was waiting for it. I knew that whenever India. Well, let me not say that I knew, but I was waiting for these sort of arguments. Persons are now saying that this match was fixed, man, because India went out there and thumped Afghanistan. But if you look into it, they didn't win by much. They won by about, well, it's a lot in the context of T20 cricket. They won by what, 66 runs or something like that. It's a lot in the context of T20 cricket, but we can give it to them, man. It was a good victory. It was a good victory. All right, Richard. Contact in the house. Sports to the bone. The boys have to go hard tomorrow morning. On the way to go, we have to win the toss and chase, man. Yeah, we have to do it similar. We have to do something similar to what India did this morning. Well, we would want to chase, put in Sri Lanka and bowl them out for what? 110, 115 and chase it down in 12 over. That's what's going to happen. 13 overs. Jaden says, "Sport to the bone. Do you think West Indies can beat Sri Lanka?" I doubt it. I don't think so. That is my honest opinion, right? I doubt it. Do we have players that if they perform to the best of their ability, we can beat them? Yes. Because if you look at the matchup, we know the spinners are good, but if you look at the matchup, we have T20 players that once they bat 8, 9, 10 overs, they will take the game from an opponent. So, looking at it, the emotional side, we say that they can win. But based on how we have been performing, man, I'm not going to go ahead on myself and say we're going to step on them. Yeah, Thompson said that's how you bounce back as a big team. Exactly. Sheldon said, "Men want IPL contract next year." But easy, Contacts, I think people are saying the match fixed because the toss. Yeah, someone said have a ball first. So some people were saying it was Kohli telling Nabi what to do. I heard it, I heard it, but I think it was the captain Nabi saying to Kohli that we're going ball. Saying that we are going to bowl, we're going to have a bowl. But in the interview, the captain was saying that they had a little practice match there before, and based on how things looked, they decided that they are going to bowl first because they didn't want the dew. They were expecting the dew to come down later on, so they wanted to see if they could bowl first. Something say we would make it to the playoffs, right? Sports to the bone, do you think they can go through to the next round? I doubt it is going to happen, Kenroy. I doubt it is still possible, but I doubt. Contact 20 say Andre Russell, Chris Gale, Hetty all haven't shown up with the bat in one match so far. They need to perform tomorrow. Exactly. If they play all of these guys that you just named Contact 20, they need to turn up. Douglas say Evan Lewis will be very important tomorrow. Let's hope he can hit a couple of them out of the attack from early. Philip say big Jason Hola says he wants West Indies to score over 200 and bowl out South Sri Lanka on 100 to improve their net run rate. Well, Jason Hola is not the only person that want that, I would want that too. Jason Hola is not the only man that want that. I want that too, but it's not going to happen. I doubt it is going to happen. But as I said, guys, we have some good players. If Gale and Lewis open and those guys stay off and bat, 9, 10 overs. We're looking at over that probably 100 in 9, 10, 11 overs thereabout. And then if Pooran and Hetmyer and Pollard and those guys come down and Russell have, you know, maybe 7, 6, 7 overs to face, then they can get some runs. But I have to see it first, you know. I have to see it. I have to see it. Regardless, West Indies need a Lewis and Gale to fire back till about 15 over. They would have to do something similar to what Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul did today, where they got 140 before the first wicket. And not only them, but we saw Mohammad Rizwan and Babar Azam doing it the other day. So those guys would have to bat up until then. But if those two guys gonna bat until that deep, then they're gonna have to be willing to rotate the strike also, because in the middle over you're not going to be able to smash every ball to the boundary. So you're gonna have to be able to take the singles and the twos, and I don't know if those guys are willing to do all of that so long. Contact say, imagine Simmons play tomorrow. Boy, I don't put anything past them in a context. Say we need to bowl out Sri Lanka for 120 and chase it down in 12, 14 overs. So the line says, Sports to the Bone, did you realize the West Indies Instagram profile haven't posted anything anything T20 related since recently? Maybe keeping the negative comments to a minimum prior to games. The only thing that I see them post, well, I don't follow the Instagram, I follow the Facebook and the official website. I see them posting up stuff about the best versus best game. They're talking about the Windies women going over to Pakistan and thing. But now that you say it, you know, I don't see it. Guys, I'm gonna open up the link shortly. You know, I know that there are persons waiting. Let me see. I think Ian is in there and Yo. Not sure who Yo is, but Ian is there. So I just gonna read a couple of the comments first before I let you guys in, right? I just want to win. Yes, just ease the pain. All right, boss. Tyrone, so what is the latest news on Pollard? Is he fit to play? We haven't heard anything apart from what Nicholas Pooran said. What he said a couple of days ago was that on Wednesday, which would be today, you know, they would do their final training session before the game, and then they will make a decision. But I can tell you this: if West Indies, if Pollard is fit enough to swing the bat, he's going to play. That is Pollard. Jacob says, so what you call India team like how they win against weak team? Because when West Indies win against weak team, they said only weak team West Indies can win against. Well, the persons that like to say that would have to answer that, you know, because I don't necessarily call Afghanistan bowling a weak team right now. You understand? Plus, from your qualify for the World Cup, you work and you reach there. You know, and I don't know if we would need to put, if we should put West Indies or India in the same bracket. But a win is a win, man. A win is a win. Sheldon says, Sports to the Bone, I noticed something yesterday and today. The normal anchor went hard in the opening partnership, Babar yesterday and Rohit today. Yeah, and you're saying because Rizwan and Rahul, those are the guys that would anchor. Probably, maybe they were feeling it more. You know, maybe they were feeling it more as well as it could have been a strategy. Hard boss, West Indies welcome home. Sorry, Corona time. Are the time I want the people them welcome them home. All right, those best versus best always end up in draws. But if they play in 3 games, if they play in 3 days, that is what is going to happen. We need Polly to replicate his 6 sixes. All right, you know, contact say yep. All right. Carter said Pollard said he's been training with the team. All right, Pollard, no easy, you know. Kevin D, blessings, Kevin D. Yeah, man. Contact 20 says Sports to the Bone. If not for individual brilliance from our players like Ronaldo yesterday, Oli wouldn't be in a job. I contact, I wouldn't even put it past. I wouldn't even say that he wouldn't be in a job, because knowing those guys, they probably wouldn't even sack him, because they make Tottenham higher Conte. You understand? But yeah, man, Ronaldo really saved us yesterday. All right. So let me just spend about 5 more minutes, read some more comments, and then I'll open the link. All right. I know there are persons waiting, so just give me about 5 more minutes. So those who want to get their comments in, they can get the comments in, and I'll read them. because I know some persons don't want to come on the live, You know, a lot of people like to keep a low profile, so I will try and see if I can read some of your comments and things. Thompson say, it seems like these wickets are playing a little better. Anyone see Hetmyer Instagram? No, Joes, I haven't seen it. What is Hetty going on with over there now? What's a good score if West Indies bat first? Well, if West Indies bat first, them need to make 220. That is what they need to make. If they get 180, 190, that might be enough to win. But if they want to win with a big total, they need to make 220 if they bat first. Contact says, Sports to the Bone, if we win the toss and bat first, what's the best score? 220. Them need to make 220. West Indies need to go out there and try to win their last 2 matches. Funny thing about it, they might go out there. And try and go hard from ball on and get ball out for 115. Where it's a 10K very soon. Yeah, man, we're on the way, man. 80 profile just filled with his girlfriend, so I don't even want to see it. All right, we have to make over 200 tomorrow. Yeah, man, we have to make 220. So not completely useless at least 5 increase. All right, Manu on top of their group in Champions League. Yeah, we're on top, yes, but we're not looking convincing. You understand? I watched a couple of the other Champions League games today, and some of those guys looked really, really good. Joe said, I think his wife is pregnant. Well, at least he's working hard in one department. Yeah, so Hetmyer the boss, man. I rate Hetmyer because he do a lot of charity and I always like to see young people helping out. All right, so we're going to see if we can add a couple of persons to the live. So we see Ian, Marlon, and I see Yo. Not sure who Yo is. I guess it's the same person that is always typing in the chat. So let me see if I can add Yo. Where Ian gone? Ian drop off. Ian, I just added you, but I'm not seeing you again. Look like you're gone. Not seeing you at all, Ian. Come give me some more days. All right, Marlon, blessings, welcome.
Blessings, sir, blessings.
Yeah, man. Who is the next person that we have on?
My name's Sachin. Sachin.
All right, and you're joining us from where
Guyana.
Us from? Guyana.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I think you are the person that is always commenting, posting the comments under that name. All right.
Yes,
welcome
sir.
to
Yes, sir.
Welcome. Nice to have you. So what are your thoughts? What are we supposed to do tomorrow? How are we going to go about this?
As far as I'm concerned, our top order needs to perform first. Because I mean, yeah, Lewis is performing, but he's like the only one that is.
Yeah, so we need some runs from Chris Gale up there and Hetmyer.
Yeah, Hetmyer especially. He disappointed me the entire season so far.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything at all. So we definitely need some runs from him tomorrow. So what say Sachin, if we win the toss tomorrow, but try and get 220 and then bowl them out, what are you want to bowl first? What are you thinking?
I say we bat first, have our top order make runs, and then leave it down to like the power hitters in the last 5 overs and get like 220 runs to 210. Thank you. And then like bowl them out or restrict them for under 150 in the 20 overs so that net run rate is gonna boost.
That would be the ideal thing, but knowing West Indies going for the victory, they probably are going to curl in their shell and do what they used to, which is to chase. So let us see. What I think the ideal thing would be to try and get a 220 and see if they can contact 20 spot everything, Yes, Sachin, I hear you. All right, Ian, and Ian is on. Blessings, Ian. Welcome.
Yeah, well,
all right.
How are you going? Yeah. How are you doing? Everybody all right?
Yeah, boy, I'm okay, I am still here.
White rum here. Hold on now.
White rum. Why my stomach can't manage that? Too strong.
Well, yeah, you're a young guy. You have a lot to go still. I'm an old man now. I well cured.
All right, I hear you.
Yeah,
all right,
so,
Yeah, man, we're talking about what are we going to do tomorrow? What you're going to the same team as I said the other night. You're batting first. What's going to happen?
Well, the very first thing I have to do is everybody have to get together and pray before they go because we're looking for some kind of divine intervention right now. Because whatever we're looking for tomorrow will not be the norm. Let me face it.
Exactly.
We are not, for us to make it, something unnatural have to happen. Something spectacular. Something that is only happen once every 1,000 years. Which is basically, we have to make about 230 if we bat first, and all them fellas come to about 100. Most likely that will not happen.
Yeah, but that is what is needed.
Yeah, so we had a prayer alert because, as you said, we might go hunting and end up out down for 110. And I'm telling you that's possible, but I don't mind that. I rather die with my boots on.
Go after it, yeah.
Yeah, die with your boots on because then I don't care about no victory right now. You know, you really feel I really care if you win by 20 runs? That can't do me nothing.
Yeah, man. It's not. We need to go at it, man. We need to go at it. We need to go at it.
Go brave, swing hard, and pray. And that's
at least take care of our part. We're hoping that England will deal with who? South Africa? England have South Africa left, I think. So we are hoping that England will deal with them properly, but we need to take care of what is in our position.
We know Pretoria never really did anything for us. So I don't expect Pretoria to decide all of a sudden they will help all these natives, if you all put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are they we? You really feel like one sit down and say, let me
No man. That I doubt that is going to happen, you know, but
I know I like you. Why I like you, you're very diplomatic. And I understand that, and I respect that, you know. Because you say that everybody going to do their best. But some I feel when England qualify, they go pick a kind of team because they don't have to win, you see. Remember, they don't have to win.
Yeah.
But only men who will get sweat. Only men who will get that sweat could come out on that day. Honestly, experiment on that day at West Indies and to hell with West Indies. That's what I tell you. I'm not saying they're going to do it for spite.
But it you know it can be done. It can be done.
If it is you qualify already and you have a match and you want to, before you go into the real nitty-gritty, you want to get some men a sweat to get a sweat. That's not the time to do it. We'll lose or draw.
Perfect opportunity.
Exactly. So that's why I see it.
All right, Marlon, what say you?
Well, if we win the toss tomorrow, I have a question first though. Does it matter? Well, bat or field first. You could still improve your run rate, right? Regardless if you're bat.
Yeah, man. It depends on it doesn't have anything to do with the wicket. I think it's say for example your bowlers, how quickly are able to bowl them out. Or if you bat first, how much if you bat first and make up a certain amount of runs, then when they go in, how quickly are able to restrict them within a certain amount of over and vice versa. I think that is how it works.
Yeah, but it's easier to accomplish it when you bat first.
The
best bet is to bat first.
Bat first, get 220 and get rid of them.
If you have to bat second, crapple smoke your pipe. Because if that's for 100, all you have to do, you just have to try and make 100 fast, but it's easier to put runs on the board and then try to trick them.
Well, I will go with you guys' assumption and bat first for that same reason. Because personally, if these guys were looking for a game to swing for the fences, this is that game.
Yeah, man. Now is the time.
This is that game because winning is not enough. You need to win in a particular way now. So anyhow we beat South Africa, it was acceptable. Anyhow we beat England, it was acceptable. This game winning is not acceptable. We need a statement win.
We need a good margin.
There. The way how India went out there this morning and play as if there was no stress in the world and listen, we're going after the bowling. We have no choice.
Exactly.
So West Indies has to do that. And then when it's our time to bowl, we have to be rather tight. And we cannot give away much runs, but it has to be that. Everybody who claim to be a big hitter and a boundary hitter, find the boundaries tomorrow.
Yeah. And well, India showed that it can be done. I mean, I know persons are going to say it's just Afghanistan, but we need to remember that we're the same ones that were here saying that Afghanistan have a good bowling lineup or a good bowling unit. Rohit and Rahul just went out there and just decided that they were going to go from day one, from ball one, and then they got the strategy right. Because I was thinking, don't send in Kohli after the last that wicket. They sent in, I think it was Pant that came in, and then Pandya, and those two guys really, 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 carried it a far way. So
Lennox, you saw the six that Pant hit when he was on his knees. Listen, that shot, I still don't understand how he got under that ball.
Pant is a crazy guy, man.
Like,
Pant.
That was a shot of the day, in my opinion.
Yeah, but that don't mean them going anywhere. Them could be
they're going home.
As far as I concerned.
Remember,
I think they're going home.
Yeah, because remember, New Zealand's fate is in their hands also. We have to remember that.
Yeah.
So New Zealand, I think New Zealand have Afghanistan to play, and
exactly.
I am thinking that New Zealand will put on a professional, composed display to just get over the line safely.
Yeah, New Zealand is a better, efficient team in the sense of what I like with New Zealand, they know their limitations.
Yeah.
They were very scientific. India is sad. India ever they came in semis. India ever won one of the World Cups?
Once.
Yeah, man. India won once. I think Dhoni was the captain, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was 2007. I think. Yeah, they won it once.
I think it was
Dhoni. Was Dhoni was the captain? You said?
I think so. I think Dhoni was captain in the team at that point. I don't remember fully, but I'm almost certain it was Dhoni. I am certain he won 250 over titles, but I'm not. I don't remember if Dhoni was captain in the team or it could have been.
No, man. I think they only won 150 over in the Dhoni era. One.
They only won one.
The home championship.
It was only one with all of those guys
at home.
Yeah.
In 2010, I think.
One by?
No, it wasn't 2010. 2009.
A 50 over?
Yes, in India.
Yeah.
Against Sri Lanka.
Okay. I thought it was two. No, before that, Australia won two, right?
Yes, it was only Australia, and then now England broke the cycle.
Okay. All right, may I try to pull up something?
But this guy, the English captain, what's his name again?
Josh Butler. Sorry, Morgan. Owen Morgan.
He is the captain?
Yeah, man.
So what about the other guy who captained that side in the IPL?
Morgan captains KKR, Kolkata Knight Riders in the IPL,
So what about the big batsman who retired? What is his name again?
Ben Stokes.
Ben Stokes?
The old man, not for England, for India.
Oh, for India, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. He's there with the team, man, but he's in a mentor. I think he's playing a mentor
role. Who's the captain of India?
Kohli.
Right.
Virat Kohli.
Kohli and a mess,
Mm-hmm.
I watching Kohli face. He ain't sure to be able to go back there, It's one thing to lose, but to let Pakistan cut your tail, boy, after all them years.
Yeah, man, and
that the worst thing that happened.
And the way in which they lost, it was shocking. It was shocking. Yeah, man, it was extremely shocking. You understand? But as we are talking about captain, you see Morgan, I talk about him on this program a lot. I really like him as a captain. He has transformed England's white ball team, similarly to how Brendan McCullum came in after Daniel Vittori it was. Yeah. And they started you can call that they had a plan. You can even put it as far back as Daniel Vittori going over from Stephen Fleming over to Vittori to McCullum. You could see the thing just taking time coming up.
For how many test players they have on that side and now 2020?
They have good amount, man. Trent Bolt plays test. Tim Southey plays in the test. Kane Williamson. Help me, Marlon. Who else?
Guptill plays in the test.
Martin Guptill. Well, he came good yesterday. He got a this morning. Got a 93. Conway is the new guy. Conway is a new guy. So it's about 5 of them.
Amazing, you know.
So I mean,
Kyle Jameson played. Why is Jameson not playing?
I'm not sure. Must be injured. Lucky Ferguson should have been there, but injured also.
Yes, and Lucky Ferguson got injured.
So there's a myth. So there's a myth that test players can't play 2020 and vice versa. Then.
Oh man, good people that can actually bat that play test cricket can play T20. People that can bat, like you see these guys.
Like our guys.
So Steve Smith cannot bat like that.
Yeah. No man, Steve Smith can bat, you know, but there's as you would say, there's a exception to every rule, you know.
No, but our Chase is a test man, eh?
Yeah, man, Chase can bat. The difference is I saw Steve Smith getting out the other day, and he's just one of those batsmen that once he loses shape and start to doing all different sort of things, it just does not come off for him. You have some test players that will lose their shape, and because they are powerful, it might come off. But Steve Smith is one of those guys. Not saying he's not powerful, but once he start losing the shape, Marlon and Ian and Sachin, you know, just look all over the place.
So that's some test players definitely can't play to like Brathwaite. Them fellas, no way.
Like Brathwaite, no.
Boy, nobody would entertain Brathwaite.
If I'm dreaming that I see Brathwaite in a T20 team, boy, I don't know how I would work it.
Listen,
you know,
people like Brathwaite, Alistair Cook, you would never put them anywhere near T20 team.
Those guys, you can't say those guys are stuck in their ways, because one could look at Shivner and Shandopal and say that boy, he's an out-and-out test man, but he scores very fast in ODI, you know, has a very fast entry in test. But not everybody is good enough to do that. And as you say, he can be very aggressive when he wants. Alistair Cook, as Marlon said, Brathwaite, and those guys are never in a hurry. Pujara, those guys are never ever in a hurry. Never. Those guys are always calm.
Go slow.
Oh, nothing, boy. Like him too bad, boy. He could frustrate people, boy. You know, I'm going to stand up for 5 hours, boy, and must make more 30 runs. So. Yeah, man. I like him. You know, he's giving up his wicket, so.
Yeah, man, that's a good thing about it. His wicket, yeah, it's a good thing about it. But in real honesty, guys, I doubt we are going to make it through.
No,
yeah, you know, we are just throwing out the possibilities. We know that if this happen and that happen, then we'll go through. But if we are watching the same West Indies team for the past couple of months, then you know we would be on the same page. See, somebody just say something.
This is not a 220 team.
Hold on, somebody.
It's not a 220 team.
Somebody said West Indies maybe to play Ocean tomorrow. Think it's the same ground where it.
I'll take a next drink for that. Oh, yeah, what we get embarrassed.
Why would they want to do that? I would think that the safest thing for them to do is to go with the team that won the other day. If they ever put in that man, if they put in that man and it don't go there and take a hat trick, you won't hear the end of it. You will not hear the end of it. So just work with the team. Work with the team that is already there.
Let me tell you why they would do it.
Hey,
yeah, Marlon.
Marlon. Oh, you cut off the man, boy.
Marlon, God. Sachin, you're there still? Oh, Sachin so quiet.
You look at
I'm still there.
He's in Lennox.
Sachin, where have you dinner?
No, I was driving.
No, I keep driving. Don't look off the road, you know.
Yeah. I think Sheldon is on. I didn't even remember. Sheldon, you're on? I think Sheldon is on. Sheldon, you're there?
Guys, I got a question before y'all move on.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about West Indies batting, right? Look at him. In my opinion, their bowling is same the thing. Because like in the last 3 games that we played, the most wicket I think that we took was 4. So
but the good thing about that, as Ian said the other day, it's T20 cricket, you know, so even though we might not be taking a lot of wickets, I think you might be concerned about going into tomorrow, wanting to bowl them out quickly. But the good thing about T20, if we're able to get the guys bowling 4 overs for 26 runs, get 1 wicket, 4 overs, 30 runs, get 1 wicket, and next man 4 overs, a cup, 1 wicket and a little bit of runs. But I understand if you are thinking about wanting to bowl them out quickly tomorrow, that might be a different story. That might be a different story.
But you might get 9 wickets and 300 runs, eh? Let me get less runs,
guys,
and less wickets.
Yeah.
The reason why I think they might be tempted to play O'Shea is because O'Shea had a 5 against Sri Lanka before. He bamboozled Sri Lanka in that game. For the 5.
I
don't think.
Yeah.
O'Shea is the only West Indian bowler to take
Marlon?
a 5 in T20.
Marlon?
Yes.
That is you, brother? You okay?
Yes, sir.
You feel alright? Okay.
I mean, Marlon, alongside the person that typed that comment is going off stats, and what happened in the last game. But I can't remember when last I would have seen O'Shea Thomas bowl 4 balls, wicket to wicket, and the next 2 balls towards the body line of a batsman. That is what I'm worried about.
O'Shea Thomas have excellent potential. But right now, O'Shea Thomas can end the game in 1 over. I see it with my own eyes. I see no, I'm not lying. I love the man. The man is a great prospect for the future.
Yeah.
But right now, length and line is a stranger to him. And at that pace, all you need is an edge and a 6. That's what people don't understand how
I am just responding to why I think they might be entertaining it.
Yeah, I see what Marlon is saying. Marlon is going off. If they put him in, then they're probably going off that stat. Say, well, he might go out there and rough up Temba Bavuma, Quinton. Well, it's not easy to rough up Quinton and Van der Dusen and those guys. But boy, I don't know if I would finish watch the game if I see him out there. That is my problem, Marlon.
I tell enough if I see him. I tell you straight. I can't take that touch.
The guy is quick. The guy has talent, but I think he's now 24. So he needs to bowl the ball properly and stop the foolishness. He needs to bowl the ball properly because that is what I call it, foolishness.
Don't be surprised if he plays tomorrow.
But I understand why he's not able to consistently project the ball. Because I explained once upon a time on this program. You see, if you are not fit and if you are not in good condition, then you don't have full control over your body. I don't want body shame a man because I am in no good shape myself. But you can't be a pace bowler and you can't be a pace bowler and look certain way. If you're going to be a pace bowler and look certain way,
you remember Malinga? You want to see speed and 6 Yorkers? Malinga.
All right.
What kind of people?
If you want to be a pace bowler and look certain way, then you might need to cut down your pace so you can control it and bowl maybe like Rampal. But you can't try and bowl as fast as O'Shea is bowling and think you're going all of the line and everything going to line up. It work like that.
I think O'Shea is there they selected him for his pace, yeah. But if you look at the likes of Udin Smith, what he's been doing in the CPL, he has basically the fastest ball in the CPL this year. And they still didn't choose him.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
We were talking about it the other night.
That's the thing,
That's the thing, We were talking about it the other night, and some persons, I don't remember who it was that said, because O'Shea had some amount of experience before, experience, they said, all right, they would go with him. But based on how he was performing, I would have gone with whether it's a one-hit wonder or not, he's bowling as quickly as O'Shea Thomas. O'Shea Thomas is not bowling the ball on the stump. I'm almost certain that Udin Smith would have gotten the ball on the stump with the same amount of pace. Not saying that he would have taken a lot of wickets, but I would have gone with him. I would have selected Udin.
But I want to say this, and I want to make this clear. O'Shea Thomas will be one of our greatest bowlers in time to come.
But the problem, Ian, he's 24. No, I'm saying, yeah, continue.
Yeah, and I wouldn't go that far. I'm O'Shane Thomas,
He
I
has,
wouldn't go that far.
once he could keep fit, and those and those people who like those past cricketers give him a little guidance, he will be one of the best we ever had.
The problem though, Ian, the guy is 24, you know, he's not 19, he's not breaking through at 19, 20 like Jaden Seals, you know, the guy is 24.
Yeah,
I think I understand. I know we love the pace. We love the pace. And we remember when he was getting the ball to nip around and getting batsmen in trouble and roughing up people. But I mean, if you lost a couple of lucrative contracts and you didn't decide that you're not even going to sleep, you're going to stay up in the night and work and run and become as slim as Jason Holder. If that wasn't enough to motivate you, I don't know what will motivate the man. As I said, I don't want to body shame him. I don't know what sort of I don't know if he has any sort of underlying conditions, Ian. But you know, having lost his IPL contract, West Indies contract, all of those, you know, I was looking at the man. At one point in time, they were hiding him, and we were saying, what is happening with him? We were told that he's working behind the scene. When the man came out, I could hardly differentiate between him and Phil Simmons. You know, so I don't know. I don't
Lennox, know. Is the underlying condition you're speaking of the KFC syndrome?
Marlon.
Is that the condition we are speaking about?
Boy, it's a possibility. It's a
okay, all right. Good diagnosis, doctor.
It's a possibility, but you know, you see, a man's. I always hear that you can't want something for a man more than how he wants it for himself, you know, and you're always going to struggle. But you know, you things like that, you have to take that into your own. You know, you have to take the knock for that and say, all right, I need to put in the work. You know?
I agree with Douglas in the chat.
Yeah,
this could be a West Indies great, not Thomas.
Not Thomas.
That could be a good bowler, but James has greatness potential. I don't see promotion.
Well, Sachin, coming to you next. Ian, you saw much of Jaden Seals in a couple of test matches that he would have played already?
Yes.
Hold on, but he's from your neck of the woods, man.
Yeah. Good, very good. They need to monitor him closely because I saw him in like when he play a few 2020s, he gets some water. So they have to be careful they don't destroy him. They have to manage him very carefully. Let me put it that way. Because
don't overwork him.
He played some 2020 and I see he end up getting that. No, that can break up your confidence, but he gets some more than 2020. When people was thinking that he would really be effective. Because you see, 2020 is a kind of cricket where when man hunting for runs, if you bowl 6 good ball and 1 bad one, I one going for 6.
Yeah.
And that is the harsh reality. When a test match, you might get away with it because man had the whole day. So you bowl 1 bad ball, they might just play it down because they know they have a hole. But when 2020 and it's time for rush, you only see you want. You bowl 1 bad ball, you will get 6. And that is what happened to him in 2020. So we have to be careful how we handle it. That is what I'm saying.
All right. Sachin, you're there? Sheldon, you're there? Oh, Sachin is
Yes, I'm here.
No, I'm
here, gentlemen.
Here too.
Oh, I'll come into you now, Sheldon. So let me give my piece. Where Jaden Seals is concerned, I'm going to let you guys get a chance to talk about him. Where Seals is concerned, I agree with Ian. We need to be careful how we manage him. We don't want to overwork him. You know, but with the amount of young bowlers we have coming through, I don't think overwork might be a problem, even though we have a lot of youngsters coming through because they might not be as effective as Jaden Seals, so they might end up using him a lot. But where becoming great is concerned, the only thing I would want for him is to get his pace up a little bit. You know, he's bowling 138, 139 mostly. But as it regards to getting the ball to move around, bowling and nagging length, getting top class batsmen to fish at it, to go at it, squaring them up, he's very good at that. But the only thing I would want, maybe, he's still young, he's 19, 20 now, but he's still being developed. probably is going to eventually become stronger, but you want some more pace. You understand? You want some more.
I doubt he's going to be a tearaway. I doubt he's going to be a tearaway. Because Machine at 19 was a tearaway. Machine was bowling 140 regularly at 19.
All right, so that's why I'm saying the technique or the type of player might not allow him to bowl that high, but muscling up a little bit, just a little bit, might give him a extra yard or two. But it seems as if he's a cool character where pace is concerned, Marlon. So as I say, might not be that hostile, but where control is concerned, is extremely good.
In why I'm not concerned about the pace. I'm not concerned about the pace. Stuart Broad, 400 plus test records, going on probably 500. Wazim Akram, not fast. But Akram was a medium pacer.
But is he as skillful as those guys though? That is the question.
I think he have the potential.
Or he can become as equally as skillful.
So I'm not even worried in any way about the lack of the pieces are right.
And I mean, we would have seen, as I say, a lot of bowlers, bowling with that pace and being effective. So, it's as I say, all them need to do is make sure that you continue to develop the skill level. Sachin, are there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So what are your thoughts on Jaden Seals?
To be honest, for now, I've only seen him play with test match against. I can't remember who it was where he picked up that 5 wicket.
I think he was against. He got some wickets against South Africa, man, and I think he got a couple against Pakistan.
Yeah,
I think the 5 was against South Africa, if I'm not mistaken.
No, the 5 was against Pakistan.
It was against Pakistan.
Yes, in the game we won.
Oh, that was the first game, the first test.
Yes.
Okay.
He got 3 for in the South Africa games.
Oh, it was 3. Yes, Sachin.
So I've only seen them play what's it called, the test match, and I think in that plays he's good at that from what I'm seeing. But I would like to see him play more T20, like regional T20, before he goes into the international league, because remember in the test match he's bowling to guys. Yes, they want to hit the ball, but test match is not as aggressive as T20, and when he goes into a T20, you don't know how he'll react under pressure when these guys start hitting him, when he start bowl a bad ball. Like to me, in T20, one bad ball it'll go for 6.
Yeah. So basically, you're saying he needs some more experience on the regional T20 circuit.
Yeah, before he move into the international thing. And I think with our upcoming pace bowlers, the likes of Udin Smith, Romario Shepherd, Dominic Drakes, I think Bravo should be there, like after retire, as a mentor to help him, because in my opinion, Bravo is the best medium pace or pace bowler I know. So I think they should be there. He should be there and he should help them out.
Dance and sing. That was Bravo could teach him.
Yeah, that is something that a lot of persons have been saying. Hopefully Bravo will remain on board. But similarly to how one of my famous Jamaicans put away the cricket and gone into the music industry, Bravo might venture into that area. Sheldon, you have been on for a while. Sheldon, you hearing us?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes,
I'm
here.
Heard
from Sachin. We heard from Sachin just now.
Sheldon was driving. Sheldon,
yeah, that was from me. I came off the road already. I'm home now. So
praise the Lord, praise the Lord. I was worried for you.
Yeah, we heard from Sachin. So Sheldon, yeah, man, we actually missed you on a couple of the topics. So Mr. Lover is in, so we'll hear Mr. Lover shortly. But yes, Sheldon, go ahead and tell us what's on your mind.
Right. Well, first of all, Seals. Why you want the man to be bowling so fast at a young age? All our fast bowlers who bowled fast at a young age ended up with back problems, stress fracture.
Injuries.
Yeah.
Now,
could it be a possibility though? Could it be a possibility though that the technique was? Yeah, continue.
You're kind of young, but back in the day, when the West Indian fast bowlers started off, it was line and length, and then they would have trained and built pace. Colin Croft from Guyana made that point that those fellas was trying to bowl too fast, too young. Right? So now Seals will be well managed because if I'm not mistaken, he in the Queen's Park Cricket Club camp. Right? So he will be well managed because Pollard and all of them there, Pollard and the Bravo brothers and everybody in that particular camp. And in which case, he would most likely get some exposure playing for the Knight Riders. So that I think
he got a couple of games the other day too.
His average is 8.6 something or over. 8.6 something or over. That's a good average for 2020. 8.6.
It depends on where you're bowling.
No. Economy rate, no.
It depends on where you're bowling.
Well, yes.
8 point something if you're bowling.
That's not too bad, man.
It's good.
That's not too bad.
If you're bowling at the death.
Yeah.
But if you're not bowling at the death, then 8 point something is a high economy rate. If you're bowling in the power play or in the middle overs, you're looking at about 7.2. If you're bowling at the death, anywhere between 7.5 to 8.5 is good. That's why, although Bravo economy rate kind of high, he rated as one of the best death bowlers. Because in the death, men just swinging the battle.
But should Seals be playing as at a T20 at this stage in his life?
Yeah, Sheldon, we're hearing you.
Yeah, so if you, like for instance, if you defend in a last over and you defend it for under 12, 13, men calling you a genius.
Sheldon.
You understand? Because,
You hear me, Sheldon?
Yes, I hear you.
T20 cricket will destroy the boy.
You see, before I let you continue, Sheldon. All right, we're hearing you again. Continue. Yeah, man, go ahead.
Right. T20 will destroy the boy, but it will also give him the ability to live and make some money, right? So, based on form, for instance, Hetmyer out of the West Indies side, and so on, right? But here's what, he just make $1 million in the IPL. So therefore, he could live. Pollard never play a test for the West Indies, but he's a multi-millionaire.
No, Pollard play
Bravo in play
a few tests.
You said in a couple of years. I think you said in a couple of years.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, brother.
Right. So you see where now if it was in England or Australia or even India, you have choices between playing first class cricket and T20. Because you could make money in England, you could make money in Australia, you could make money even in India, playing first class cricket. How much money can you make playing first class cricket in the West Indies?
Zero. In fact, you make a loss.
Not a lot, and
that is borrow money. You actually have to borrow money to survive.
And you see,
that's the thing.
And
right? How many West Indian contracts we have?
How many
West Indian contracts do we have?
They have 3 contracts, man. They have where they give out for
A,
we're talking
B, and
about
C.
A contract, B contract, and C contract.
He's got a contract.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is about 16 contracted players or something. So we have, right?
Oh, you're talking about the
Farmer.
contracted
Yeah,
players.
and it's small
Something
money.
like
It's
that.
small money. The money they're making in 1 year in that contract, they can make it in about 2 games in IPL.
You see, I am happy that Sheldon brought this up because this is something that we have said on the platform on several occasions as regards to players making a living for themselves and their families. But us as fans, they always type and say, right now, it's not always about money. It's not always about this. But we have to bear in mind that these are athletes and their career might only stretch to a span of, if they are lucky, 10, 15 years. So,
and if
they need to make a living.
Injury could step in anytime and cut it short.
Exactly. So I agree with what Sheldon is saying. And where Jaden Seas is concerned, I know that persons are saying we need to hide him from T20, but that is the way that cricket is being played now. And it's also a good way for you to develop different skills, your skill level. What will be hurtful though is if he for West Indies cricket in general is if he decide that he's going to just be a T20 man. If he's able to sort of gauge it like we see some of the top T20 players still being top class test players, that would be good.
Like Holder.
Exactly. That would be good. But we can't, because we're fans, say that we don't want him to do this, just play test cricket, because the players are not getting a lot of money from test cricket. So they still have to make a living. You understand, and take care of themselves and their family.
So then the reality is our test cricket going through, we don't fool ourselves. Better we just stop playing test cricket because there is no hope.
Well, there is a hope there that we is going to save West Indies cricket, There is a hope. There's a hope. There's a hope there that I hear that is the savior of West Indies cricket. So
hey, the man racking up centuries in the best of the best.
The man make 100 and make he make 100 or 70. He make 100.
I don't remember.
Made one.
Oh, it was 100.
And then
he made 100
this game.
No man, he played. He made 100 and then 70. Hold on, Mr. Lover will confirm. I think it's 170 something.
100 and a 71.
102
and 71.
Yeah, man. And Nkrumah Bana was the next man that got a century, 166, right?
Yes,
yeah.
But he got a duck.
I love that name. Nkrumah
Bana.
Yes,
I love that name,
16-ball duck.
That's
Nkrumah Bana.
Yeah, I love that name.
Nkrumah.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, man, nice African.
Yeah, man. I think there got some runs. Solizano, I think Solizano, his name is, he got 70.
Yes, he got a half century.
Yes. 75, I think.
Yes, he got an half century.
And somebody highlighted that Raymond Reefer is always there and thereabout, but not getting a chance. He got 2 half centuries. The problem though is that West Indies will have to decide that they are not going to use Jason Holder, or if they're going to throw away Kyle Myers. You understand? That is how.
Oh my God.
That is how.
They can throw a Blackwood.
Yeah,
no, but Blackwood is in the team as a batsman. That is the thing. Those two guys, Raymond Reefer, would have to get in as a all-rounder, and Kyle those two guys occupy the spot.
Kyle Myers is not being properly handled. A man with so much talent is a shame. A great bowler and batsman. He's not being properly handled, in my opinion.
Boy, I would agree with you where the bowling is concerned. Because not a lot of bowlers we see these days, are as skillful with the ball as Kyle Myers in our little condition that we know we don't get a lot of assistance. But where the batting is concerned, I'm not sure if he's great. I'm not sure. There's potential. There's regards to him being a batsman coming in at number 5, 6 and playing a counter-attacking role, like we see Ben Stokes usually do for England. But the quality is a bit different, So that is what I'm worried about.
The problem with us, we have too much talent, but we have no resources. We're bubbling with talent, but we have no resources. You know what the West Indies have to do, like the Jamaica government did with Bob Marley with the music? They pump money into the music to market the culture. That's a pump. I know they do it with even athletics.
Market the culture and then pirate it.
Yeah, we the Caribbean have to pump money into these guys. I mean, these guys talented, but all you're hearing about them is like for 2 years and then you don't hear nothing again because they have to eat a bread.
And I'm going to tell you exactly why. No cricket is being played, so no quality cricket is being played, so their skill level will not continue to develop. So every now and again, when we see them at the test level, they will fail. Plus, they will run off to the T20 leagues, as you say, to go and play and get money. If we look at England and New Zealand, and Australia, we can't really compare to those guys because different things. The quality of cricket that you have to play before you get in the team is far, far better. Yeah. Plus, these guys are being paid handsome. These guys are being paid handsomely to play test cricket and things. So that,
the bread buttered on both sides.
Yeah, so they are not in that much of a rush. So they are not in that much of a rush. Yeah, I hear somebody calling. Who is that? Sheldon?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Sheldon. Yeah, go ahead.
No, gentlemen, we talking about the bowlers, right? But isn't the Australian pace attack for the T20 the same as the test pace attack? Same thing for Pakistan.
Yeah, more or less. For South New Zealand, Africa, as we said earlier.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So that why our pace attack? Because now the more forms of cricket you play, is the better you get, right?
Yeah, so more exposure and development.
Right. Rabada and them, for instance. Them fellas is test bowlers, they play in the one-day side, they play in the PL, and so on. So the amount of different things that they have seen. But when you just play in one form of cricket, you become limited in terms of tactics. You become limited in terms of the things you see and all that. And the next thing, if I was the West Indian selectors, I would have played Myers as a bowler. I would have played Myers as a bowler. Right? And
I will
then use him.
I will entertain
as a batsman. He batted
hold on, Marlon. I know where you're thinking on this, Marlon. I'll let you go. Yeah, Sheldon, continue.
He batted too high. Right? So and then the tendency is that you're using him as a fifth bowler. So that you're bringing him on, he bowling very well, he get a wicket, but you use him for 3-4 overs, and then he going off again.
And he's always take a wicket.
Line and length in the West Indies.
Yeah, but
troubling most batsmen. And we're not properly.
Myers is a wicket taker. The problem with nothing else helping, he just come and take a wicket or two.
Yeah, the problem with that though, is we use him as a utility bowler, yes, usually comes on and get a wicket. My issue though is who do we sacrifice, Sheldon? Roach is going to play, Sales is going to play, and if Shannon Gabriel is fit, he's going to play, right? And Jason Holder is also going to play. Jason Holder is playing the all-rounder role, but he will make up the four-pronged attack. So hold on. No man, Sheldon is saying he would play him as a bowler.
No, so who would we drop? A bowling all-rounder, he would be number 5.
Bowling all-rounder, so who would we drop?
This bowler is already the
who would we drop?
Gabriel.
Holder is playing that role, So Sheldon, who would we drop to get?
I can't drop Gabriel unless Gabriel injured. Gabriel have a good record, man.
Hold on, Mr. Lover. I'm going to let you come, Mr. Lover.
Listen, let me say this. Ian, people are looking at Gabriel right now and looking at the few months and think this man is terrible. Gabriel has been West Indies strike bowler for the past couple of years.
Once Gabriel is fit, Gabriel has to play. Once Gabriel is fit, he has to play.
I don't know, this Gabriel don't play no 2020. So he's one of them that sacrificed their whole life to play test cricket.
And I don't know if it's a case of... Hold on, Sheldon, you are there still?
Yes, I'm still here.
Yeah, because we're going to give Mr. Lover a chance and session in about. I'm saying who play if we're gonna put Myers in the team as a bowler, who would we drop for him then? Which bowler are you thinking? We would not use?
Him like Joseph and them.
No man, but
Well,
Yeah,
you
man,
gotta
he's
give us
bowling.
this. You gotta give us the lineup first. We don't know.
All right, let me no. All right, let me give you the four bowlers that once they are all fit, I think will make the team, and they are the ones that they have been using. Hetmyer Roach will definitely make the team. Shannon Gabriel, as we say, once he's fit, he will play. Jaden Seals, his record is going good so far. And Jason Holler will bowl.
All rounder.
Yeah, man, but he's the all-rounder.
Right.
So you're gonna play Myers as an out-and-out bowler, out-and-out quick Sheldon.
You can have two all-rounders.
Why you got two all-rounders?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so we're going to put two all-rounders in the test team.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Remember Holder is like a mentor to Myers, you know.
No, but we don't want anybody to mentor anybody in the test team. We want to go perform.
Okay, wait. Let me say something here, guys. There's actually about 5 all-rounders in the test team now. You have Cornwall.
Here, Jaden.
Yeah.
Joseph not reach it. No, you come with Joseph.
You have Holder. You have Cornwall. You have Chase. You have Blackwood, and you have Bonner. And you still have Meyer.
No, man. Bonner is not an all-rounder. Bonner can bowl, can carry over hand and bowl like a leg spin.
Yeah,
true that.
we watch Bonner
all
balls in the test match.
Yeah, exactly. You remember that?
Come on.
You see? Man, you shouldn't even remind me about it. The man playing test cricket and bowl 3-no ball. It hurt me, you see. But
Shannon Gabriel do it too. Shannon Gabriel do it too.
No, man, but Shannon Gabriel is a pace bowler. Shannon Gabriel is a pace bowler. The man is bowling leg spin, the slowest form of bowling.
In a test cricket and bowl no balls, no. That is unacceptable.
And Mr. Lover, I know you're pushing for Alzari Joseph as an all-rounder. He got an 80, I think, but are we going to give him that cap as yet for him to make the team as an all-rounder? An all-rounder is expected to do something that Ben Stokes and Jason Holler, what those two guys are doing, Is Alzari Joseph that dependable with the bat as yet?
Well, I know Alzari personally. I played with him, and I can say yes, without a doubt. But right now, he's struggling. So,
yeah, but no, it's not only a matter of struggling. He hasn't done it for West Indies as yet. He hasn't done it at the international level. That is the thing. He got a 60 I think, and he got an 80. He got an 83 and
86.
86 in Bangladesh.
And 82.
Yeah, but the potential is there, but you need to be consistent. But let me just roll it back a little bit. Would we have considered Jerome Taylor an all-rounder?
No.
Oh, Jerome Taylor has a solid century against 2009. Was it against New Zealand or
After
England?
25 years?
Was it New Zealand or England?
After how many years?
I think it's England.
No man. But it was not classified as that as yet. I'm saying you have to do it at the level for a period of time to be classified as that.
He was just England also.
Exactly. He was getting into it when he picked up an injury, had to leave. When he come back, he was never the same. So I'm saying Alzari Joseph might have not played that amount of games, but the games that he would have played, he has not done this sort of batting consistently enough to be classified as that as just yet. But to go back to the point that Sheldon had said, I understand we're wanting to use Myers to bowl more overs, but I'm a bit worried about my team, West Indies team, having those two guys there playing the same role, Holder and Myers.
Myers is underperforming because they're not managing him properly.
With the bat though, but
I never see. Listen, Myers remind me to some degree of Bravo. When Bravo was young, a very good bowler and also a very competent batsman. In the likes of even people like this fella, Bernard Julian. He is a great cricketer, but I find he can manage properly. They kind of in and out. They're not really managing the man properly. That's my opinion.
Who you said just now? Who you said just now?
Bernard Julian.
David Bernard.
Bernard Julian, who used to play for West Indies from Trinidad years ago before you born.
Oh.
Yeah, well, you don't know about him, but he was one of the better all-rounders in the West Indies history. Could bat good and bowl good, right? And if you look at anybody, I think that has that Jason Holder kind of finish, he could be an understudy to Jason Holder. But I think that he's not being managed properly.
Explain what you mean by not being managed properly. Because
yeah, my problem is how he's getting out. That is the only problem we're having with him. So I'm not sure how the management.
Problem. It's a simple error. It's something that can be corrected.
Hitting the ball in the ear.
Yeah, it's not a big issue. He needs to be managed properly.
No, but that's not the only thing, because some of the dismissals, he got LBW about 3 times for duck. It's defensive work.
I can, you see where Ian is coming from. I can see Myers scoring runs on his day, but my problem is that he's getting out trapped LBW quite a few times, and then he's always hitting the ball in the ear, and he's not young. I hear you saying he can be an understudy to Jason Holder, but he's not young. Myers is what? I think Myers, I'm certain he's not under 25.
He's probably about 27.
Myers about 29, 28, 29.
No, Myers in the 30s.
No, Myers supposed to about 29, man.
Yes, he's not in his 30s.
Yeah, he's about 29. Let me see. He's 29, yeah. September, he's 29. So, he's 29. September got him turned 29.
So you're trying to say that he's set in his ways. He ain't really, he didn't have much room for growth at that stage, obviously.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't just say growth. There isn't much room for growth, but as I say, it's a problem that can be fixed. So if it is something that can be fixed, then they would have to try and fix it. But I don't know where we're improving. You see, I have seen too much of Kyle Myers. Just as though I can look at and Jermaine Blackwood and tell her that on his day, Blackwood will give you a flashy 80 or 90, but Blackwood is not going to be a man that finishes test career with over 7,000 T20 test runs or 6,000 runs. Just like I can look at Myers and tell her that, you know. This is not me down talking them, but they have done the same thing over and over for too long.
So let me ask you a question now. What is your start from the beginning? What is your test team?
Off the top of my head, let me see if I can remember now. My first thing, I don't have an opener. I don't have anybody. I just have Craig Brathwaite opening.
Right. Yeah, Brathwaite.
So I don't know who is. That is
Solizano.
Solizano.
Yes,
Solizano. That is. So you're going to give Solizano a chance?
Yeah, man.
Boy, yes. I might go with him, as I said, because first thing, Powell, I finished with Powell, to be honest with you. I finished with Powell. John Campbell not there back as yet, not there. John Campbell definitely not there. So I don't know if I've seen enough of Solizano to really put him in. But say for example, they go with him. At number 3, Mosley hasn't done much. He has gotten a couple of chances, getting 20s, 30s. Banner got a century, even though he can't really go off the best versus best, right? Banner is there. I'm not going to fuck. Go again.
He also has a test 100, so you have to recall that.
But yeah, Banner is there. I'm not going to forget that Brooks got a century in the best versus best. Should have played against Pakistan. They didn't use him, so Brooks is in my mind. But I'm going to go with Solizano as was recommended, Brathwaite and Banner. Right? Number 4.
Shea Hope.
Shea
Hope.
That is the problem. I don't know. Shea Hope is not a number 4 batsman enough, so that is the problem. Shea Hope is a number 3 batsman. If he's not scored well, Shea Hope got a century. Shea Hope got a century though. You see, what about Darren Bravo?
No. Well, in Sri Lanka, you get that. You get that. In Sri Lanka, you
remember we are going to Sri Lanka, you know.
You could get a look in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, we are going to Sri Lanka.
Bravo might get a run. I mean, Bravo is about 32.
Yeah, Bravo. Yeah, it's about 32. All right, let me go through. Let me go through and give you guys. I know it will not happen like this, but let me go through and give you it.
Go through.
Yeah, so Solizano, as them say, right? Brathwaite, Then we're going to go with Bonner.
Right.
Bravo, right? Number 5. Blackwood is at number 5. Right? Joshua Da Silva, and no persons are going to say I should not entertain the argument of trying to squeeze in Shea Hope. But if I'm going to use Bravo at the number 4 spot, I'm probably going to squeeze in Shea Hope there because I'm not giving up on Joshua Da Silva, but I think they can probably try Shea Hope there because Joshua Da Silva just not scoring. Right?
Jason Hola. Done and dusted.
Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. Jason Hola, right? Jason Hola. Right. And then we have Hetmyer Roach, Jaden Seals, and Shannon Gabriel once he's fit. How much that is 11?
That is 10.
That is 10.
Spinner.
Well, Rastan Chase is going to come back. Rastan Chase is going to come back. So it depends. Chase or Cornwall. It depends. And knowing them, we're going to England. Well, but if Chase comes in, Chase is not going to bat 8, 9. If Chase comes in, Chase is going to bat at number 4.
Sammy Permal is playing in my team in Bangladesh.
That again in Sri Lanka. I didn't even remember Sammy Permal has been performing and he hasn't gotten a look in
in the sub.
That again.
Permal,
he had a chance.
Cornwall is in my team in the sub.
Gentlemen,
no doubt.
Hold on, Sheldon. I'm going. Hold on, Sheldon.
Hold on, Sheldon. Sports almost finished your team.
But hold on. But if Rastan, if we're going to play versus Sammy Permal, would we then play Rastan Chase as a batsman who's going to bowl and drop Blackwood? Is that what you guys saying? Or we're going to fit him in?
No, Blackwood has to play. Blackwood is the most consistent batsman we have.
So then
Blackwood is the one making runs enough.
So then we play with 12 players.
Listen,
well,
I would drop Myers and probably give Shea Myers spot at number 5.
I didn't call Myers in the team any at all.
And I'll tell you, Permal will play. So the bowling attack might be Permal, Cornwall, Jason,
guys,
and Roach.
Oh, you're playing 2 spin. Hold on, Sheldon.
2 spinners in the subcontinent.
But Chase, but we factor in the fact that Chase. Oh, you're not playing Chase.
I wouldn't play Chase.
Oh, you're not playing Chase.
I wouldn't play Chase.
You're not playing Chase. Okay, because I was wondering how you're going to play 3 of them.
But guys, I have one question now. Y'all keep on saying drop Kyle Myers, right? But where did he get that double 100? Isn't it in the subcontinent?
Yeah, but
okay. Yeah, with many ducks. With many ducks.
That is the thing. Hold on. Oh, we have DeAndre in, so we're going to hear from DeAndre as soon as I hear from Sheldon and Sachin. Haven't heard from them in a while. So Sheldon, you want to go first, then Sachin?
I still didn't go yet.
My side.
I'll get back to you, Mr. Lover.
My side will be the captain and
Brathwaite.
Shai Hope. Right, Brathwaite and Shai Hope opening. Bravo at 3. Chase at 4. Myers at 5. Blackwood at 6. De Silva at 7.
Yeah, that's 7.
Right.
Jason Hola no make your team.
Jason Hola.
Yeah.
Right. Roach at 9.
Yeah.
Cornwall at 10.
Yeah.
And 11. 11 is a ticklish spot because I figure Shannon Gabriel will
Joseph.
And not Pakistan, Sri Lanka. I'm not sure Shannon Gabriel is the right man for Sri Lanka. I figure give Shannon Gabriel for the English test.
So who you going to use? You're going to use Joseph, who get the 11th spot?
He called Seals already?
No, he didn't.
No, Seals. Yeah, so Seals will finish off. Oh, so Seals and Roach will line up with Holder. Seals, Roach, Holder, and Myers. Those are your 4 man that will bring some pace.
Right, because I had a play Cornwall because I need somebody to bowl a lot of overs, and I also need somebody. I need a very long batting side because I fear Hasaranga on the home ground.
Hasaranga doesn't play in the best team much, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Hasaranga, I'm not sure if they're going to use him. They usually have
Dhananjaya.
They have Dhananjaya and next spinner.
Hasaranga does play for the test team.
But they are good spinners. But see a good question on this. See a good thing on the screen here. You know, Holder is actually one of the. Well, he hasn't been batting very well recently, but we can bat all at 7, 8, 9 still, you know. You know, so the problem is having Kyle Myers and Holder in the same team. That is the spot because Blackwood is going bat at 6. But I hear you, Sheldon. What is it? Sachin, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, it's 2020 fever, but since as we're on the test topic and we're all cricket loving fans, make we hear your test team now if you have it on hand now.
Well, I don't have at the top of my head the entire test team, but I think we're gonna go play England, and if I can remember right, Chase them take a 8-wicket haul against England. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Chase has an 8-wicket haul now. I don't remember if it was against England.
Yes, it is against England in Barbados.
Yeah. So as far as he's concerned, I think he should be part of the test team that goes to England.
But we're going to Sri Lanka, you know. We're going to Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Not England.
Yeah, we're going to Sri Lanka.
England is coming to us.
Dead and low.
Yeah.
Them pitches.
Well,
all right.
So I would. The only thing with West Indies right now is I don't like the thing with their opening openers. They cannot they can't find the right opening thing. But for my team, I would go with Craig Brathwaite. I will go with Jermaine Blackwood because I think he's the vice captain.
To open?
Well, I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure about the openers. So I'll just give you.
Oh, you're talking. Yeah, okay, I get you.
Just give me like an 11 that I would want to see.
Open. Someone's batting for long now.
Well, he auditioned well the other day.
Well, yeah, Simmons play a test match innings the other day. So I'm surprised.
So you're sure of Brathwaite and Blackwood, and you're going with.
Yeah, Brathwaite
not
and
to
Blackwood,
open.
I think they would be there. I know somebody will get mad at me, but I'll say Shea Hope at number 3.
Oh gosh.
You see, I said somebody's gonna get mad at me.
Yeah, so we're using him at 3, so he's not going to keep. See somebody. Oh, okay.
Right.
Somebody on the screen asking if we're using Shea Hope to open or keep. So you have him at 3. You're going to give him the keeping responsibilities also.
Well, yeah, because where I'm coming from, I don't think Joshua Da Silva has been performing a lot.
Yeah, but that's a lot of work still, you know. Yeah, that's a lot of work to bat at 3 and keep. That's a whole lot of work. That's what I'm worried about.
Oh yeah, yeah, I
Sachin.
get where you're coming from with that too. So
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
well, here we move on to someone. I'll get my 11 up and I'll talk back to you just
I'll come
now.
back. All right. We have one DeAndre. I think Mr. Lover wanted to finish off his before we move on. Yeah, Mr. Lover.
Yeah, finish up, Mr. Lover. Finish up.
Okay, this is my test.
Yeah.
Brathwaite, Solizano, Book, Banner, Hope.
Yeah.
Then I have Blackwood at 5, Holder 6, Silver 7, Cornwall, Warwican, Watch, and Sears.
Oh, all right. So you're having Warwican and Cornwall, the two spinners.
Yep.
All right. For the pace, you're having Roach, Seals, and Holder.
Yep. No space for Kyle Myers.
Oh, so you're going with 3. You're going with. So let me. So hold on. So what if you want to? Oh, so you're not going to have any double change with the pace. So say for example, you're resting Roach and Seals. So you're going. You're going to operate with Holder and a spinner or both spinners at a time. So at no point in time, you're going to have two pace bowlers. Once you take off, once you're resting the 2 openers.
Exactly.
And because of the condition, because of the conditions, you think that you might not need the 4th pace bowler.
No.
Oh.
So it's either a toss up between Seals and Watch if you need the extra batsman in Myers.
But has Warwican done enough though?
Of course. In the subcontinent, he and Raheem Cornwall help us beat Bangladesh. Of course.
Mr. Lover, sorry,
notice
I made a mistake between Warwican and Permal. I mean,
you were talking Warwican. Oh, Warwican, you were talking, Marlon.
Yes, it was Warwican.
Yeah, he did well in the subcontinent, you know, but.
My team.
Yes. All right, so Mr. Lover here. So Mr. Lover,
my key thing is my top 6.
Your boy not getting in the team.
No, Joseph not getting in the team. Although he did good yesterday and get a 4-4, he's not getting in.
All right. What do you say about the top 6?
The top 6 for me, Brathwaite, Solizano, Bonner. I must play Shea Hope at number 4.
Yeah.
Blackwood at 5 and Holder 6.
All right. So Bravo, you're not giving Bravo any game. The spin king.
No, leave him. Yeah, I walk with him in case a concussion or something.
Yeah.
But other than that, no.
Who's the better keeper? Hope or the Silver? That's Silver.
In the test match here.
Yes.
Well,
I go with Silver.
Da Silva started off shaky, you know. But in the last couple of games against Pakistan, he really stepped up. But he still missed a couple of stumping. Shea Hope is very sharp when it comes down to his wicket keeping skills. I'm not going to lie. He's very sharp. And he has a lot of experience, especially in ODI cricket. So I don't know if I'll put Da Silva ahead of him as yet. Shea Hope is very sharp when it comes down to taking close-up catch. You know, keeping up. He would be able to keep up. If you want to play Myers, Shea Hope will keep up to Myers easily.
Batting average is 25. Joshua is 23. And
in test.
In test. So the average is very close.
Yeah, man.
So at the end of the day, they always talk about, as though Shea Hope is this great batsman. Joshua is
in ODI. In ODI cricket.
Yeah, test cricket, they can't come and say, you're going to drop Joshua and put Shea Hope at number 3 and all kind of madness.
No, man. If Shea Hope gets in the team, Shea Hope would have to get, as Marlon would say, I don't want to make a position for a man. But the only way Shea Hope gets in the team right now is if Joshua Da just not making any runs and you're going back Shea Hope at 7.
Exactly.
In the Shea Hope not making any runs to bat at number 3. If it's ODI cricket now, Shea Hope average about 54 in ODI cricket. So his name is the first name on the paper. But Shea Hope not making any runs to bat.
In test cricket, he's making a run.
Wait.
I don't know if they want to if they're giving him a chance to try and make runs, but his name is not on the paper as regards to batting that high, in my opinion.
For real.
Yeah, Mr. Lover, counter that.
Shea Hope said in Test and red ball cricket he prefers to bat at 4, right? And him bat at 4 in the best versus best matches where he looked comfortable, as he said. He been scoring and been doing good.
He can say what the hell he wants.
I prefer to bat at number 3. But when I used to play for my school, I used to bat at number 6 and as a bowling all-rounder. But I prefer to bat at number 3. So that doesn't mean that doesn't mean it's the best thing for the team. But
honestly,
I used to like to open.
I don't have a problem with Nkrumah Bana playing 3 and Shea playing 4. I don't have a problem with that. Because Bana to me is the number 3 batsman designate right now.
Yeah,
but
I
would not have a problem putting Shea at 4.
Shea at 4. All right,
yes,
but the toss-up would be between Shea and Bravo then. So Bravo is not in the reckoning any at all.
Yeah, I put Bravo in front Shea. I don't ever pull out statistics again. I'll win and get.
I mean, Bravo. We haven't seen Bravo. Bravo hasn't done much in Test cricket lately, you know. So, but the fact that they are going over to Sri Lanka, not saying
it's the man a chance to bat. The man just running around by Simmons and smiling, but he ain't getting no luck. How you only man make runs if he ain't getting play?
Wait, two things.
Yeah.
I'm not playing Bravo because he can't, but the guy, the fast bowler, what name? Left arm seamer.
I know the left arm, but if you're picking a team like that, you probably wouldn't be able to pick most of the West Indies batsmen because that left arm is not. I don't remember his name now.
I think it's Fernando. Anyhow,
come on. Yeah.
Another thing now, the other point. Even if they decide to drop Silva, right, with the inclusion of Jeremy Solazano as a wicket-keeper batsman from Trinidad, I'm not sure how good he is. He is.
Yeah.
You can also give him a try.
Wait, guys, I know we're talking about Test match right now, right? But something just clicked in my mind. We were talking earlier about West Indies scoring over 200.
Yeah.
I want to know how West Indies are going to score against Sri Lankan spinners tomorrow.
Asaranga and yeah, that's what we're talking. We have mentioned it, man. We have mentioned it.
We were speaking that earlier, no? And I had already said by divine intervention.
Yeah, we're saying that is what it will take, or that is what we want. But we also said that it's highly unlikely that it's going to happen. It's highly unlikely. Yeah, Lakmal and Chimera, those two guys are there. So I'm not sure which one.
Remember, the first thing them fellas have to do is kneel down and pray. Yeah. Divine intervention for that to happen.
That is what is needed, but it's highly unlikely that it's going to happen. We were just throwing it out there. Yeah, Mr. Lover. So Lakmal is there. I don't know if Lakmal is going to retire. Lakmal is there and Chimera. So I'm not sure.
Guys, think Lakmal is not that successful in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, it's usually outside of his country. I remember Ian Bishop saying it. Yeah, I remember Ian Bishop saying it.
Okay, with regards to tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, T20 tomorrow. Lewis, Kuan, Holder, Hetty, Chase, no Chris Gale. Pollard, Russell, Bravo.
That man drop Chris Gale, boy.
Of course.
Well, hold on. So in a Migla must-win game, you're going to choose a different opener.
You need somebody that can play spin.
Well, first thing, you know, I don't want the persons on the live to say that I am defending Chris Gale, because first thing, he's not even in my squad going to team going to the World Cup.
But who is the let me hear again
But Mr. Lover, having managed to put together the first win at the tournament, you're going to change it.
You're wicked.
I'm a savage man.
Why? That's what I'm seeing here.
That is not very loving. That is not very loving, Mr. Lover.
I am going with the same team, you know. I am going with the same team. Not saying that he's the best player of spin, but I'm not going to change it. I'm going with the same team. I might ask Puran to bat a little higher, but you know, I'm not going to change it.
Mr. Lover, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Mr. Lover, what you don't understand something here. I'm from old school. You don't ever change a winning team, brother.
I know, injured man. I'm joking, bro.
Mafi injured. I have one person. I have one person who wasn't mentioned any at all. I just saw it in the comment section. I will talk about him a little after. I'm going to give DeAndre has been waiting for a while. Let us hear from DeAndre and then I'll mention that player. Yeah, DeAndre, what say you?
Yes, man. Bless up everybody. For me, the test for my test 11 is all right. The thing about it, Salazar is kind of young. I don't know much about him. You know. Paul made a 40 yard, but I can't forget that schoolboy mistake he made. You know, mine are sliding in it.
Paul, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man.
I think you can give that man a chance.
Man can
to open. So Salazar with Bradway opening. But makes century for us and in the past at number 3 and this thing in the best versus best match. So Bana 3 for me. For number 4 now, Sheo kind of did a little thing, you know.
He got 2 half centuries.
Yeah, got a century and a half century.
Yeah, sorry, he got a 102 and a 71.
Right. So I was thinking about Brooks, you know, but Brooks never follow up in good performance from the previous best versus best at all. Yeah. So it's hard to overlook. It's hard to pick Brooks on a past performance months ago and overlook Shea Hope century and half century. So Shea Hope is at 4 for me. Blackwood 5, Chase 6, Hola 7, Da Silva 8. For number 9, I have Joseph or Cornwall. And then number 10, Roach. Number 11, I had Seals, but what I realized Gabriel is fit, so Gabriel definitely coming back for Seals for me.
Yeah.
No,
Seals
I'm sorry, Seals.
Once he's fit.
So the brotherly got Bravo with a batting average at 36.
Okay, I'm also open to leave out the Silver and make Salazar's our hope keep. I'm taking Seals, you know, in that case. So drop on the Silver, taking Seals. So you're gonna have Gabriel, Roach, Seals, Joseph. So you're having I think about it. I think.
So who's going to spin? Who's going to spin the ball for you?
No, Cornwall.
Hopefully will keep that what you're saying?
Yeah, Cornwall for me for the spin.
Oh.
Right. So that's what I'm thinking. For my team for the test. And for tomorrow,
you can't, DeAndre. You can't have the young man open and be the wicket keeper.
And yeah, we spoke about that earlier. It's too much work. It's too much work.
Oh, you're talking the youngster Salazar?
I haven't seen him kept.
Yes.
He's a good keeper. So I don't know who is going to pass it. I don't know much about him. I see him bad, but is he a good keeper? I don't know him as a keeper to be keeping at that level.
I have no idea.
Well, how much should you keep it in that case?
Yeah. But we could jump high and jump low. 100% sure Joshua De Silva will be on the starting team. He gets his contract. So Larry, once you pick any team, the first name to call is Joshua De Silva and then the other 10.
Yeah.
Yes, he will.
I love Joshua De Silva. I love Joshua De Silva. I want him to score runs. I love him as a cricketer.
So you guys don't think Gabriel a fit Gabriel?
Once Gabriel is fit, man, Gabriel Roach, Seals. That is mine. Once Gabriel is fit, Gabriel, Roach, Seals, and Jason Ola. Those are my bowlers once they are fit.
Correct. Once they're fit.
Once they're fit, along with Cornwall. Right?
I don't know about Cornwall.
The spinning is my problem now because
Chase could spin. I don't know about Cornwall too much.
No, you know what? I don't believe in this. Just depend on Chase. I'm trying to get a specialist spinner. Well, as I said, Promal have been performing for real.
Promal is there, and as Marlon reminded, and Mr. Lover reminded us about Warwick. He played well in the subcontinent.
About Moti?
Moti?
Yeah, that's true.
Why? I see Moti on Facebook putting up a lot of pictures, not seeing him.
Okay.
I'm going to make Guyana leave the West Indies team, you know. I'm going to go ahead.
Moti is there, man. Moti is in the reserves for the thingy.
Oh, so coming reserves. Okay.
Yeah, man. Moti is in the reserves remember he came in as cover for
Allen.
When Allen went out, I think.
In the 2020, in the 2020. But what
so you
Ian, what is it, guys? And us only West Indies team.
Well, let me ask you a question, guys. So now that we have heard DeAndre, are we not considering giving Raymond Reefer a chance? What's happening? Or is it once Reefer, once Raymond Reefer?
Oh,
once Myers is there and once Holder is there, he will not get a chance. That is it. I mean, he got opportunity earlier, so we are not looking at him any at all.
No. He passed. He gone through. No, forgive me. I hope he didn't watch it. So how many going through? Let me explain what I mean is. He had his chance and he did not impress. But you know, that's the reality. You have to grab your opportunity when it comes. And that's the reality of this. It's very competitive to some degree right here in the West Indies. The
problem.
You know, he did okay, but he didn't do good enough to justify continuing him.
The problem is, most of these guys that call themselves all-rounder, they are fighting for a spot that is already selected. The only way Jason Holder will not play is if one of his hand is broken. So these guys, as I said, Ian, they would have, he would have had to, done something excellent. Make a century, take a couple of 5-wicket hauls or 8-wicket for so but I just had to mention him, seeing that he made some runs and he got a couple of wickets.
Jason Holder still considered the top all-rounder in Test cricket?
Jason Holder is the number 1 ranked Test all-rounder, I think.
Yeah, man.
Still?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Because Ben Stokes have been down for a while, so
Ben Stokes was out. Jason Holder is still there.
Okay, all right.
Guys, I have one thing to say. Since West Indies went back out and played England after the pandemic, right up until this date, Raymond Reefer has at least 2,000 runs.
I wasn't counting, but sorry.
Whoa, spot on, eh?
That's why I'm wondering,
Let me pull them statistics.
That is the problem, Mr. Lover. So do we include him in the squad? But I am certain he will not get in the final 11.
He may not get in the 11.
Yeah.
But he can get into the squad. Then again, Holder is in the UAE in the World Cup. There could be a mishap with the flight or something, and he might get a chance. Who knows?
No mishap not going to go on. And they're not going to rest Holder.
Number one.
And they're not going to rest Jason Holder. Somebody put in the chat, so right now, when Jason Holder is actually in form, he's probably the most dependable batsman we have out there. Well, apart from our captain. When he's in form, you can know that Jason Holder will go out there and give you some runs. I see him giving away his wicket cheaply in Test cricket these days. Don't know why, but it's still there to be seen. It's going to be a good watch.
One thing. Blackwood is the most consistent batsman West Indies.
Well, he has been scoring runs. Let me take that back. Blackwood has been scoring runs.
Blackwood is the most consistent, and that shows
he has been out at mid-off.
He has been scoring runs. Yes. The mid-off and mid-on thing is there, but as Marlon said, he has been scoring runs.
Yes,
he has been scoring runs. A lot of last innings 50s to keep himself in the team. Yeah. That is it.
You know, Raymond Reefer, surprisingly, he never scored a century, nor 50, but the man batting average in Test cricket is 52. I mean, that is a miracle. I mean, the man bat average is 52. I think they make a typographical error here.
You're talking in what you're talking.
He never make a 15 Test cricket. How he averaged?
How much games did he play?
He played 2 cricket matches, 2 Test matches. He played
2 innings.
That makes sense.
No, man.
That makes sense.
52. Oh.
No, man. Remember.
That was one match he batted.
He played 2 matches then.
Yeah. Remember even Joshua Da Silva. Well, even Kyle Myers. How much is Myers averaging now?
Myers averaged at 66.
How much is he averaging now?
Probably about 50 something or 40 something. High
40
40s,
something.
low 50s.
Let me say to play the amount of matches that Myers would have played, having scored a double century and a couple of other
matches. How many
you have
matches?
You have to fail a lot to get that average down so quick, man.
Yeah, that happened to Bravo. That happened to Bravo.
Made a couple of ducks, so that really played against his average big time.
Couple.
Bravo average was close to 60. Bravo started to make some bad innings, and he ended up going down to 36.
Let me see. Kyle Myers, based on what I'm seeing here on ESC and Cricinfo, is it only 8 test matches?
What is the average?
I think it was more. 8 test matches, averaging 36. You know the amount of fail you have to fail to get that done so quick?
Yeah.
Because he was quite up, eh?
Yeah, so 8 test matches.
66.
8 test matches. 553 runs. How is it that you scored 200? You have 553 runs, and you have 210. You have 200 and you score 553 runs.
So this almost opposite runs in one innings.
3 ducks in a row will do that too.
But I must say, guys, while we're talking about Bravo, I am really, really disappointed how his career has gone.
Yeah.
You see, I come on here and I knock Bravo when people talking about him playing in the T20 team, But believe it or not, I'm actually a Bravo fan, I am a big fan of Bravo,
Yeah,
but I'm a fan of the 2000.
Yeah,
I am a fan of the Bravo. I am a fan of the.
But remember what happened with West Indies cricket board?
With Dave, man, I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember all of that.
A contract or B contract, and he made a mistake, and Bravo was calling him some names.
Man, I remember that.
I tell you.
But when I am picking my team, I don't factor that in. I factor in the runs. You understand? That's why I'm saying I am a fan of Bravo of 2009, 9, 10, 11. That man was scoring runs non-stop. So when people on here hear me going at Bravo, I'm going at Bravo when they say that he should be in the T20 team. I am actually a big fan of Bravo when he was scoring runs. The man, he's still looking.
Listen,
but Bravo scored a century against Sri Lanka since here.
Yeah, he scored a century against Sri Lanka, which was in ODI. Yeah, man. In ODI. It was in ODI.
People like Bravo and Kyle Myers are subcontinent bullies. That's where they score the biggest of runs.
Right. And remember when Trinidad, the TKR won the IPL, the CPL. Bravo mash up the dance, Bravo and Simmons mash up the dance, Hetmyer at will outside the freaking stadium. Them fellas sick,
Yeah,
Bravo makes some runs moving like a geriatric. I get kind of turned off when I see Simmons. Knowing the kind of beast Simmons is. Even Bravo. Bravo hitting 6 like nothing in the CPL before.
Yeah.
He's a shadow of what
I think Bravo has made a good century against New Zealand, if I'm not mistaken, Who Bravo got the double? Who Bravo got the double century against?
New Zealand double century.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And at that time, they I think it was the same pace bowling attack. I'm not sure if anybody was injured, but they would have had back then they would have had Trent Bolt. Who were the pace bowlers? I doubt Southey was there. I doubt Southey was there. Trent Bolt. I don't know if it has far back.
Lucky Ferguson.
Bond. Shane Bond retired. Bond probably was there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, young boy.
Yeah, Bond probably was there. So it was an okay batting lineup, just to show you that, you could get him out to the short pitch delivery, but he was batting good. He
had the same problem Lara had with the short ball. The point is, the only difference with Bravo and Lara is Lara could take more pressure. Lara is a beast. His mind.
Lara is a total different.
No, what I mean is different. It had that time Bravo. Listen, you might not know. It had that time Bravo was going neck and neck with every record Lara had. You know.
Yeah, man.
It was a different class, though. Honestly, Lara is really in that class by himself.
Well, you understand what? But Lara could have taken more pressure, but Bravo had talent.
I understand what Ian is saying, you know. Ian is saying that based on talent and the fact that he was scoring at a certain rate and going neck to neck with the records, let me not say have anymore. He had the ability or the talent to put up a certain amount of runs, but when you put pressure on Bravo, you might be able to get him out, but Lara was able to stay out there and soak up the pressure and then counter-attack. I definitely understand what you're saying. It's not necessarily the same class or whatever. I understand what you're saying, you know. And I would have seen Bravo's career. I might not be as old as some of the guys, but Bravo's career, I watch it from start to where it is now.
Yeah.
Right.
It was good in the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, man. And
you ever see this wicked man? What is his name? Well, they have two Australians. You have Shane one.
Yeah, man.
You ever see Brentley wicked attack against Lara in the Queen's Park over some bouncer?
Yeah. Man. I saw a lot of Brentley, man.
Listen, nobody terrorized Lara more than Glenn McGrath. No one
Glenn McGrath
more than Glenn McGrath in
Glenn McGrath wasn't as you see. Glenn McGrath wasn't as in your face as Brentley, you know.
No.
Yeah. But Glenn McGrath was a Courtney Walsh. He was a gentle giant, line and length and get you out. Not saying he won't rough you up, not saying he wouldn't rough you up, you know. But he was spot on. He was a gentle giant.
Like Ghana.
All right. Brentley. When Brentley fit.
You remember the fight between go ahead, go.
Yeah, I'll let you come after. When Brentley finished off his career, Ian, Brentley was basically bowling as quick as any of these bowlers right now, you know. When he stepped away, Brentley was equal. He was probably not as fast as when he was younger, but the aggression was there, the fight was there. Just like a Mitchell Johnson. When Mitchell Johnson stopped, you guys will remember that Mitchell Johnson played and basically left the game and came back, you know. And I don't know how many persons will remember. Was it the 2014 or 15 series against England? Man, he ripped them apart. I think it was the Ashes, the 2014-2015 Ashes that Mitchell Johnson was firing. So Mitchell Johnson and Brentley, those are similar bowlers as regards to the aggression, and they retired bowling pretty rapidly, just the same.
So you mean they retired basically in their prime? Well,
yeah, basically.
They didn't wait to deteriorate to retire.
So yeah, Marlon. Yes, in contact with.
So you think Chris Gayle should retire by now?
No, Chris Gayle should have retired in 2019. I know I will get stick for it, but yes, Marlon and contact said it was
I think he actually announced it, you know, that he's going to retire after 2019 World Cup, you know, and then afterwards he changed his mind, right? That's all.
Well,
yes.
Don't know about the change. When changing mind, it shouldn't change. Yeah. Before I let you come in, Marlon.
The fight between.
Yeah, we're just highlighting this. Then I'll let you come, Marlon. The Mitchell Johnson thing that I was talking about was 2013-14 when he ripped England to shreds.
What age was he when he stepped down? When
he wasn't too old, man. He wasn't old, because he left the game and then came back, you know. Worked on himself and came back.
Right.
Yeah, Marlon.
I was making
Marlon, go ahead.
I was making reference to the test match where Sarwan and
yeah.
Listen,
I remember
the juxtaposition between the size of the two men.
And Sarwan was like this, looking up at him.
Listen, steered him down. I mean,
yeah, man.
Those are one of the iconic moments in West Indies, Australia rival. That game. Sarwan wasn't taking nothing, and Brad was roughing him up. And Sarwan
was looking at
listen,
I think Sarwan
is built for this.
I think Sarwan got about 4 consecutive fours off him, you know.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
That match had plenty legend,
Listen,
plenty
a
legend.
beautiful hand drive down the ground.
Yeah, man, I think
beautiful hand drive down the ground.
Yeah, man, Sawan. Yeah, Marlon, I think Sawan got about 4 consecutive
Anybody
fours.
could go see it.
Yeah, man, I saw it on YouTube. That is the picture. What you are describing is the thumbnail there. So once you type in Sawan versus Magra, you will see Magra looking down and Sawan like this, and Sawan looking up on him like that. It's there.
Plenty legend, but
fearlessness.
Yeah, that's how you call it, the good old sledging, you know.
Guys, look at this screen.
Those were the Cable and Wireless series. When you would see the Cable and Wireless logo on the ground.
Yes.
And the stands was full.
Hey, Lennox, go back there, Lennox. Look at that contact.
Hold on there.
Marlon. Left it there. Look on that.
Yeah.
Who's the keeper? Have to be Hope. I'm batting at number 2. Really?
No, man, me can't. Remember, we highlight that already, you know.
No,
I
look
not
at what
going
the
to
person say.
Yeah, Brathwaite, Hope, Banner, Blackwood, Chase, Myers, Holder, Warwick, and Cornwall, Roach, Gabriel. One keeper in there and his Hope. Double work. Maybe because I'm not planning to bat too long, so probably.
So that man dropped this silver boy. I will drop this silver boy.
In the test team, I'm him keep since he made a 16 or 35 balls, you know.
But hold on there, Alvin. Let me see.
Alvin dropped the silver, you know.
Yeah, Alvin dropped the silver.
That terrible
Jaden Seals don't make the team.
He's always getting the bottom, Remember?
So hold on. Oh, Jaden Seals don't make the team. Roach and Gabriel along with Holder. All right, Alvin. So Alvin, you can probably type in the comment section. Hopefully we'll see it. So you're probably going to overwork Hope, man, because we expect Hope to get some runs. Yeah, we expect Hope to get some runs, so it's going to be rough for him to keep on bat.
Let me just put this out there.
But you ever hear about that man called Gantum? Gantum, you ever hear that name?
Who is that?
Andy Gantum, you ever hear about him?
Probably. No, I would have heard on commentary, but
I'm gonna tell you about Andy.
But not off the top of my head like
that. He get picked for the West Indies. The first test he make a century and they drop him. But they tell him he make a century too. He take too long. He take too long to make the century. They drop him.
What?
You see how training very pressure, boy? Andy Gantum. Yeah, the first test he play, he make a century and they drop him. They tell me take too long to make the century.
Why? Only that was when we had people that was which year?
That was
approximate.
That was just before Clive Lloyd.
Oh, that would have been in the early 70s, man. 60s.
Yeah,
70s.
So good days when we had a lot of options, eh?
Yeah. That was back in the 60s, 70s. Clive. The team was good back then because 75 and 79 we won those 2 World Cups with Clive Lloyd, right? Yeah, man. Those days we had.
And 83 we got to the finals in 83, right?
Yeah, I wasn't around in 83, but we got to the finals.
I wasn't either. I heard stories.
Yeah, it was real rough based on what I heard.
Right. But I wanted to make one point though. I think if Chris Gayle don't announce his retirement, he's gonna get what Shani Paul got, you know. So I think he needs to just make up his mind to just announce it.
The difference,
you know, announce it, you know.
The difference is that based on how he's performing, he would deserve it. But what they did to Shani Paul, he was actually still the best middle order batsman in the team.
Oh, that's true.
I went and played against some quality bowlers in county cricket and made about 3 centuries, I think.
That's true. Yeah, you have a point.
Yeah, man. But that's what you're saying, though, DeAndre.
Yeah. I think you should have saved himself the shame and just announce it. You know?
The thing is,
it is coming. I mean, Chris Gayle is one of my favorite cricketers, you know.
Andy Gantum.
But I think he's just saving himself the shame and just announce it, you know.
Andy Gantum batting average higher than Bradman. It's 112 because he played 1 match.
What? Oh,
yeah, a 1 match and he made 100.
1 match.
Yeah,
there must have been some other factors, man.
112 runs, highest score 112, average 112. The man have a higher average than Bradman.
Okay, guys.
Yeah. We heard Marlon in the background, but before Marlon, I'm going to let Mr. Lover go. I think Mr. Lover is there. Yeah, Mr. Lover.
I just want to say something, right? I think the young fastball from Barbados, Shima Holder, is injured.
Again?
In the two best versus best matches, he didn't even bowl not even one over. Not even one.
That begs to ask who giving them advice as concerning the fitness and the stretching. And they have nobody. They have nobody. No sort of like fitness coach or nothing.
Who?
Dr. Mansingh is team doctor. Dr. Mansingh,
he would be the team doctor, but every international, Dr. Mansingh, but every international team should have a not just a team doctor, but you should have a fitness, not even a physio, not a physio also, but you should have a fitness instructor. You know, I am sure of that because I know a fitness instructor personally that was working with them at one point in time. You know, he's no coaching and lecturing, but you should, if I'm not mistaken, you should have a fitness instructor there. At all point in time, there should be a fitness instructor. I'm not sure what sort of injury it would be, Mr. Lover. It can be an impact injury where it might be an impact injury where you're not pull anything, but a youngster getting injured too often, man. I don't know.
I find so.
Well, it's the same situation with Rugger Boy team that they asked a player to leave to come and he wanted to bring a personal fitness personnel. That's the situation.
No, that is Michael Antonio. He is an injury-prone footballer, plays for West Ham, doesn't want to risk his career for the Reggae Boys. So he told him that he will pay to carry his own physio. But I guess the issue that they were having was space. They were saying that they are only allotted a certain amount of people, right? And bearing in mind that some of the jacket and suit guys that are going don't need to go. But they were not able to allow an international striker to carry his own physio because of space. So his issue was because of space. They were saying that even though he's going to pay for it because of the protocols and things, they wouldn't be able to allot him a space.
Nonsense.
Which is foolishness. Because some of the guys that are going don't need to go. And we would need Michael Antonio.
You know how many people like to ride any back support sportsmen and eat caviar and drink champagne and have a good time? Why these sportsmen suffer?
You see, I don't want to switch topic, but I know Marlon probably follow the Reggae Boys somewhat. So I don't know if you remember the other day when we went to I don't remember if we played. I don't know if it's Saudi Arabia we went to. I don't remember which team we went to over there, and you know we had some space. We had some issues with the same space, and the president went, vice president of the Jamaica Football Association. A whole line of them went over there and were in hotels over there.
And plane ride on vacation, eh?
Yeah, and I was
madness.
You see, these are the sort of things that I don't know.
Don't say nothing.
These guys go run up my pressure.
Need a personal attention then, you know? That was the point I was really trying to make.
Yeah, that's
disgusting. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
The players should give priority. If the man have a personal trainer, you got to bend backwards and facilitate the man.
No, but we're not talking about any man, not just any man here. And we're talking about one of the best strikers in form in the English Premier League as we speak. Yes. One of the best. Boy, I don't know what's wrong with these people here, man. I heard that he was recalled though for the next game. He's recalled. I think he's fit again. But knowing those type of guys, he's muscular. If he picks up an injury, he wants somebody that knows his muscle, how to manipulate the muscles and things like that. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know where I'm at.
But destroying sports is politics.
Yeah. As Mr. Lover said, hopefully Hetmyer Hola it's nothing too serious.
Give us an update on Jamaica.
Hetmyer Hola is really an upcoming guy in the pecking order, you know, so we want him to be in good stead.
I really want to know where Jamaica reached in the World Cup.
I in the World Cup, we are still in with a shout. 2 games, 2 games. 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 we won. I think we won one game and draw one. I think. So
4 points. Yes.
Yeah, we're on 4 points. We won one game and we draw one.
One place.
We have about
one place on bottom.
Yeah, one place on bottom.
Yeah, but depending on match again, like I was saying.
Yeah, but if we win out the rest of the games,
not necessarily.
No, man. If we win out the rest of the games, we can go through. I think we have about 3 or 4 games left.
Yes, you have
if we win,
but how many
if we win,
yes.
Right now, I know we have about 2 home games, but it don't even count.
Because you have no crowd.
Yeah, but funny thing about it, I heard that people will be allowed in the stands for the upcoming game.
5,000
in the office. In the office.
5,000. Yeah, 5, man. 5,000.
What?
Yes.
5,000.
The office can be very intimidating, eh?
I am not no math wizard, but I think the stand we are able to hold 30,000. So couldn't we have gone a bit more? As I said, I'm not good at math. So I know 5,000.
Yeah,
those are vaccinated people you're talking about. All who
man, fully,
yes.
fully vaccinated. But 5,000, Marlon.
The JFF applied. The JFF applied for half capacity, but they did not get that. Request was denied.
Half capacity, you're saying?
Would have been would have been 15.
Requested for that.
So half capacity is about 7,000.
So that was denied.
It probably would have been
denied.
I think we have 30,000 capacity, so 15 would have been 15. Oh, so it was denied.
It was denied. However, they accepted 5,000.
5,000.
So the government denied the request for half the capacity, and 5 was given.
Okay. All right, because I'm not even Jaja. I'm not telling you.
I hope they get you to represent the English-speaking Caribbean countries.
Before we switch back to the cricket, let me tell you where we lost. When Panama came out here and gave us 3-0 in the stadium, that's right. That is right. We.
When you said the stadium, the office you're talking about?
Yeah, man. Yeah, the office.
That's
office.
unheard of. That's unheard of. That is the difference when you have crowd support.
I mean,
have a crowd support in the office. Very intimidating if it packs.
Yeah, I mean, right now I don't even want to call it the office anymore, because the office is usually a place that you go and comfortable and go to work. Right now we don't even look comfortable up there at all. but let us see. Yeah. Back to the cricket, guys. We are 2 hours in. You all know my routine already. Now, so I have to run. But let us continue.
Well, tomorrow's a holiday by us, Diwali. So I relaxing.
Oh, tomorrow's holiday.
Yeah,
what holiday you guys have over there?
Yeah, the boy, I lose count.
What holiday you guys have over there?
Diwali.
Oh.
The Festival of Lights.
Okay.
Yeah. I went to there was my daughter's birthday, so I had some cake and some, some water.
Happy birthday to the princess, man. Happy birthday to the
God
princess.
bless her. I'm an old man now, there's 32 years old.
Huh?
Yeah, 32. I know I was younger than that, but she's 30.
Why, your daughter older than me by a couple years. Well,
you're a baby. You're about 29?
28.
So I mean, but I said,
young boy.
Man. Keep it up.
Young.
Your spirit good.
Yeah, man. So I think I heard. I don't even know if Marlon will remember the point. Marlon had a point before we went off on the icebreaker. We can call this a little relaxing conversation just now. But you were on a point, Marlon.
Sports to the bone, Everything we talking is sports still, eh?
Yeah, right to the bone. Right to the bone.
Let me get something straight before Marlon talk, and let me get something straight, eh? We are the Caribbean. We have to establish a certain amount of identity as a people who was brought to the Caribbean in shackles, So let me not make no mistake. When Jamaica does well, all of us does well.
Exactly.
Straight and vice versa.
Exactly. You know, right? That is why I don't even entertain certain argument when I see it commanded. Exactly. Caribbean, I know West Indies, That's when I go against you guys is when we're playing in regional cricket, and I say, well, I want to win. But when it comes down to West Indies, I want the 11 best players in the team. That's all I want.
When I watch the athletics and I see them 3 Jamaicans come down, them 3 girls.
Yeah.
I feel real good. I feel I get tears in my eyes because I mean this a magnificent performance by these girls. And then Bolt. One more you want.
Exactly.
See?
Yeah, Marlon. You hearing us?
Marlon.
Marlon.
Did you
Marlon gone at kitchen.
Did you say?
Kitchen.
Hey, guys.
We have Sachin on and on Sheldon. We haven't heard him in a while.
I think that's Marlon. Marlon, let me hear you.
Hold on. We heard Mr. Love. I don't know if Sachin and Sheldon still on. On still, guys.
We want them people. Why a little show their face so we can see the brother?
Why I don't know, like the people I'm hiding, man. That I don't know if they want it.
They must be eating pizza. Yeah. Look, why?
Why Mr. Love I'm the hide out?
You can't do location too much, enough.
Yeah, but all right then. Since as we talk some test cricket and all of that, let us we soon wrap up, guys. So I'm going probably talk a little bit about it. I plug one of the light plug out, you know.
Yeah.
Probably going to talk a little bit about the game tomorrow. You know we spoke about it earlier, but we would like to finish off on the T20. So we were saying that the ideal thing, as Ian said, is to go out there, go on our knees and do this, pray, and then hope the batsmen bat first, get 220, 230 and bowl out Sri Lanka in 12, 13 overs for 100, 110. That is the ideal thing.
Yes.
But what I think will happen, however, is West Indies will win the toss. Hopefully we'll win the toss. We haven't won any yet. So we will win the toss tomorrow. The ideal thing is to win the toss and bat first, you know. But knowing West Indies, they will think that they can bowl out Sri Lanka for 90 and going and back. But what is going to happen, in my opinion, this is my prediction. Sri Lanka will bat first. They will maybe get 130, and West Indies will go and chase it down, right? But we won't chase it down to the level that we would want. That is what we are thinking about, miracles and all of that. But I think something normal will happen. Asaranga and the other spinner will come and stifle us. Something normal will happen.
So what you saying is possible we might lose soon?
What?
Yeah, you're saying it's possible we might lose.
We might even lose the game. You understand? We want miracles, but looking at West Indies and looking at the Sri Lanka team, I'm not too convinced that we're going to win. To be honest with you guys, I'm not too convinced. If we even win, it's not going to be as convincing as we would want to get the run rate up, even if we bat first. If we bat first, I doubt we're going to put a total on the board. And I'm not being negative, guys. I'm just going off what the guys have been doing. You know,
my prediction.
I doubt we're going to go to. Yeah. I think this is Sachin.
Yeah. My prediction would be Sri Lanka bat first. They score about 150. And then West Indies will come back. Gale, and this is a bold prediction, but I want it to happen. Gale will score over 50 runs.
Yeah. I see that.
Yeah, Gale score over 50 runs.
Wow.
We chase down the 150 in like 16 overs.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And we win it with a net run rate. I know we can't go into the positives, but in a net run rate that's in the negative 0.5s.
Why? That sounds very good. While you squeeze it, while you're giving away the runs, Sachin, I'm going to ask you to please squeeze my dear friend Hetmyer in there. I want him to get some runs before the World Cup finish.
Hetmyer, to be honest, Hetmyer is one of my favorite cricketers out there. But
I love his hair. I love his hair too also.
So you're going to squeeze him in for some runs tomorrow?
Yeah, at least in the 30s.
What gives you that confidence? Can I ask a question? What gives you that confidence based on what you see so far? Is there anything Hetmyer did to give you that confidence?
He probably get good luck now.
I just want to know. Maybe
I think Sachin. I think well, I don't know, but I think Sachin is going similar to me. It's highly unlikely that it's going to happen, but we're hoping for it. Is that the case, Sachin, or are you predicting that that is going to happen? Are you predicting?
Yeah, no, it's hope and praying.
Oh, pray. But now we can relate. As a Christian, I can relate to you.
Looking at what Hetty did against, I think it was Australia. To me, he bombed every innings, and that one innings he came out and he made that 63 run. So I'm hoping for something like that to happen again against Sri Lanka because knowing Hetty, he's a good player spinner.
Yeah, but it's the biggest disappointment for the World Cup. The biggest disappointment for the World Cup. I am totally disappointed in my performance.
Yeah,
it's irritating, it's frustrating.
I was waving Hetmyer's name around to go in and make some runs, but boy, really brought me down back
to planet potential that man have. The man is wasting. I mean, has Hetmyer have any good innings for this World Cup?
No. Similarly to most of our batsmen. Most of our batsmen haven't had.
Tomorrow I would even go as far as put Pooran to bat ahead of Hetmyer.
Yeah, only two batsmen did anything. Lewis got a half century and Pooran got a 40. The others didn't get out of the 20s, I think.
No, but my point is, so then what?
Chase made that 43.
So what
is sorry, Chase, yeah.
So what is I would like to know what is our problem? That we see so much in the man, I see so much, and he can't go out there and give us a good innings. After about 4 innings, the man will give not one good innings.
Need to stop it the ball in the air. That is it. Stop hitting the ball in the air. That guy's too good of a player to be hitting every ball in the air.
Waste that talent.
If you look at the way he got out in the last two innings, he played the big shots. He go for the 4, and then
after hitting
like 2-4, he get overconfident and he go for hit it again, and that's when he gets.
Yeah, but there's something called a brain. Come on now, man. Oh gosh. You're gonna do that over and over and then look at the bottom of his bat. Looking good at him as he's changing his hairstyle and thing, but I mean, come on. I mean, he 1 minute in blue, 1 minute in red, and I like the fashion thing, yeah. I myself like the little fashion. I just sing my karaoke and thing, but I mean, in all honesty,
you see,
come on, be honest with me. You really have hope in Hetmyer?
I have to see it, I know.
I think Hetty in his best days can destroy any bowling lineup.
Agreed.
That's my opinion.
Similarly to most of the West Indies batsmen.
Similarly to most of when it gonna come? We play all kind of trial match. We play 2 match. Hetmyer have done nothing to help the team.
That is my problem, Sachin. Hetmyer, the guy has so much talent, but I don't know what to say. I can't pick up for him as much as I like him as a player. I don't know what is wrong with him.
Yeah, he has like the world of talent, but he not put the brain to use. Like
why?
Yeah,
why do you think? So? I am asking you your opinion as to why you feel.
Because he refuses to settle down and bat. Richard Pant is the same sort of rash player like Hetmyer, but when it calls for it, he goes out there and settles down and bat long and hard. Let me not even say same sort of rash player, because Pant has developed his game to a level where he is now dependable. That is what I want Hetmyer to do. Is that Sheldon over there?
Sports to the bone.
Who is calling? Is that Sheldon? Yeah, man, I hear you, but I'm not sure who is it. Is it Sheldon? Or is Wayne? Wayne, is that you?
Yes,
I think it is Sheldon.
Yes,
Sheldon, go ahead. Yes, man, I'm hearing you.
Yeah. Gentlemen, I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion.
Go right ahead, man.
With net run rate. Chase, yes, I think Chase cannot play tomorrow, but we're looking for high net run rate. You realize?
Yeah.
You realize Kohli couldn't even bat today. Kohli could not bat today.
No, but
No,
yeah,
Kohli
we
couldn't
spoke
bat today based on the fact that we have seen players who would bat at a higher tempo.
Yeah, man. Let me give you a quick rundown,
because
Sheldon.
You're going for run rate.
Yeah, man, let me give a quick rundown. So we spoke about it earlier. India got off to a good start. Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul, they made 140. They made 140 before they lost the first wicket. So as you rightfully said, at that point, you didn't need to send Kohli to salvage anything or to do anything. So Pandya came in, got 35 off 13. Richard Pant came in, got 27 off 13. So, but are we going to trust our openers though, Sheldon, to get that starter opening? Seeing that against England, against South Africa when Chase didn't play, they were not able to pour themselves away and get that sort of total. Are we now going to trust them that they are going to pour themselves away and get that sort of run rate? Are we going to trust them like that, Sheldon? Why Sheldon gone? I understand the idea of wanting,
you
not
have
wanting
no
somebody.
choice. At this stage, you have no choice in the matter.
Yeah, but Chase could give you a war on a ball.
No, I'm right.
100%.
I'm right.
Others could make the runs.
Hold on the ear. Let us hear him. Yes, continue, Sheldon.
I'm not hearing him.
No, because whether you get a small win or you lose does not matter. It's a big win.
Yeah,
right?
We said that
So
earlier.
therefore, you cannot play Chase. He will not bat.
But what about the guys that not scoring? Scoring 40 or 40 is better than not scoring any runs at all. What about the guys that we have as big power hitters that have not been scoring any runs? What about those guys? They have played 3 games plus warm-up games and haven't scored any runs. What about those guys?
Will not get a chance to bat. I guarantee you that tomorrow. I would bring back Simmons. Tell him to bat. Tell him to bat differently, just like how you see.
I'm not trying to interrupt, but you're gonna bring back Simmons to play a 16 run started. And you're gonna leave out Chase who go at least a run a ball.
Oh God.
We need to protect Lewis. You know? Thing. Lewis have to bat deep tomorrow if we go a big run.
But I understand what you're saying, you know, Sheldon.
Anytime Lewis get out very early,
you're chipping out. But the question is though, these power hitters that were banking on to score the world of runs, they haven't done it. Chase got one chance and came in and get close to a run of ball. Are we now to put all our eggs in one basket that all of the power hitters gonna come off tomorrow, guns blazing, everybody? That's what I'm worried about.
Jump high, jump low. Anytime I watch the TV and I see Chase not on that side, I turn it off.
Yeah, remember before the World Cup even started, we were all saying that Chase need to be there. But you see, I get what Sheldon is saying.
I understand what he's saying.
But listen, let me explain. What Sheldon is saying isn't too far-fetched, but here what the issue is. Those guys are no Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul. We would have to know that they are going to do what KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma did today and made 147. But Lewis, Gale, Simmons, Pooran and Hetmyer, those guys haven't scored the runs that we have been expecting. So that is the problem. If those guys go out there tomorrow and open Ian, Mr. Lover, Wayne and the others that are on, if the openers go out there and get 130, not even 140 like what India got today, if they get 120, 130, or even 100, Chase will not. But I agree with that. But I don't trust the openers to go out there and get 130. That is a problem.
Them not making that.
Listen,
Sheldon's theory, Sheldon's opinion would work, but it would work if they do what India did today. That is why Kohli was not needed, because Rahul and Sharma got 140 and then Pandya and Pooh and Pant came out. So that is why I would not agree.
Yeah, sports, it will work in Never Land. That is why it will work.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Chase will be the stabilizing factor as the other fella sit at the other end. At least we know one batsman going to hold on one end while the other batsmen go on the runs. Chase going to give you a ball, a runner ball. He's going to give you 100%. That is all you need from him. You need nothing more from Chase. Let the other men swing. But you could tell me the only anchor we have, you want to get rid of the ship. If a ship had no anchor, what happened? The ship keeps sailing all over the place. Chase is the only man can anchor the ship. Who going on anchor? Simmons? Who going on anchor? Chase is the only man can anchor while the others hit at the other end.
What I hear Mr. Lover squeezing something like Holder. So you're gonna bat Holder at 3 tomorrow and ask him to anchor Mr. Lover. Tell us what you are saying.
No. That's the answer to the question, man. But realistically speaking, we're playing Sri Lanka tomorrow, right?
Yes.
I don't know how the order is going to be, but if Chris Gayle plays, he's going to open. Right. Or likely Chase or Holder might come 3. If anything should happen drastic, Pollard might come 4 or 5. I prefer to have Pollard on against Hasselranga and the other spinner, because of the 6-6s against them in the.
It was against Dan and Jaya, but I guess his confidence would be there still.
Yeah. So any which way, I don't know how it's going to go, but so be it. I was even looking at Holder and Lewis to open, so you can get that left right. No, just listen.
Mr. Lama.
Get the left and right. Listen first. Get the left and right. Holder can go big and can also rotate the strike. And he plays the spin very well. If you notice, all the teams we played thus far come at us with spinners first.
Why I am next in line to open for West Indies. Because we have been throwing up a lot of openers.
Yeah, but Mr. Lama will ask a question, so you have nowhere for Chase?
If Chase plays, he's going to bat at 4 or 3. But if not, highly unlikely.
Chase giving us the Malan Samuels. We need somebody with a level head.
The other guy is not batting, man.
Yeah, and they bat a wrong Chase. It come like Chase is in nucleus, and the electrons going around the nucleus is the other batsman. But
I think Chase had a 160 average strike rate in the CPL, so
Chase had one of the highest average in the CPL. That's what I was about. Where's his runs?
Yeah, but at least make safe runs. He will give you an average with safe runs. He wouldn't take much.
Exactly.
Risk, even though he makes them. You see, all I am saying is this: that if we want to go to 200 something runs, that's good. But don't tell me you're going to do it without Chase. You gotta be crazy to tell me.
The other guys were given the games. This is why I knocked the argument just now. Richard is here with us. Richard is extremely late when we're about to close off the show. But I'm going to give you a chance to speak after though. But this is why I'm knocking the argument of not playing Chase. As I said, the only way Sheldon used the Virat Kohli example. But the only reason Virat Kohli didn't bat, as I said, because Rahul and Sharma got 140 before the last first wicket.
Happen often.
Exactly. So the ideal thing would have been to put Pandya and Pant out there. So that's why Kohli didn't bat. The only way Rastan Chase does not bat is if Chris Gayle and Lewis goes out there and give us 120 or 130, then you don't need Rastan Chase. Then you will bring in the other guys. But I don't
run Pollard right away.
Exactly. I do not trust these guys. I do not trust all of these power hitters to tee off. And they were given the England game, the South Africa game, the 2 warm-up games, and none of them did it. You understand? So I think they have one of the lowest runs as it regards to power play. So there is no way I am trusting. All right, and losing wickets. So there is no way I am trusting these guys to go there and do that tomorrow. So I don't know. But as we were in the closing statements and Richard came in, Richard, you missed a whole lot, 2.5 hours basically talking. What say you on the game tomorrow? What are your thoughts?
Good night, Richard. How are you?
Good night, sir. I am smiling. Well, I'm smiling because you've put a smile on my face. The optimism and the joy in your voices amidst the potential disappointment and carnage, one way or the other tomorrow.
Yeah.
I can't stop smiling. It's been I'm gonna watch this show again. Trust me. I wanna see how this one panned out. Look, I saw and listened to Virat Kohli, the Indian captain, give an interview following the India-New Zealand match. I listened to that performance and watched, and I thought, wow, Virat was so forthright, intelligent speaking, and honest in his appraisal of the Indian batsmen, showing a lack of commitment, indecision in their batting, which resulted in a resounding win for New Zealand. He then said that India have to trust their batting and its fine margins in the head. He said it's all up here. Go for, if the line between going for your shot, some of them perished on the boundary, similar to what has been happening with the West Indian batsmen. But he said we need to think clearly, trust ourselves, back ourselves, and go out. When they performed as they did with the bat against Afghanistan, I had to smile and say, respect. What
because you heard that.
For? Yeah, I heard. Yeah, thank you, Sports to the Bone. I heard it, and it was delivered, and in spades. Admittedly, I think the response from Afghanistan, 144.
Yeah, man, I'm just gonna finish up the movie.
Yeah, I already spoke to him. I spoke to Jill too. He's going to come tomorrow night, and fucking.
Hold on, Richard.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish up the movie and
There is somebody else with the microphone. I don't know if you're on the phone.
One side, you're gonna finish the molding. You're gonna stay here. You're doing overnight.
Hold on, let me see. I think it might be Wayne or. Hold on. Wayne or Sachin. I think it's either Wayne or Sachin. Oh, Wayne has been here and we didn't hear from him. So, yeah, Richard, yeah. I think it's off now. Yeah, Richard, continue.
Thank you, SP. Won't be too long. The response from Afghanistan hampered India a little, and that was the only damp spot for India. I'm listening to you guys. The one question I had on my mind, and you don't have to give the answer here and now, as time is fast spent. But how intelligent and how smart, cricketing wise, and how hungry are these West Indian players compared to the likes of India? We've seen the Hetmyers and Pollards and Russells perform in the IPL. We've seen what India did with their backs to the wall and pride, frankly, at stake. And they duly delivered with the bat. It was fantastic. I'm going to be looking and listening out tomorrow for the West Indies performance. No excuses guaranteed. Can they produce a performance filled with pride, courage, batting and tactical acumen to do you and I and themselves proudness and do themselves justice as defending champions? If you go out on your shield, but playing a brand of cricket with this. And it's got me thinking also, is cricket a simple game? Is cricket a simple game? You've got the bat, you've got the gloves, you've got the pads, you've got a bowler running in, you've got fieldsmen on the boundary. Cast your mind back to when you were children playing cricket in the yard, out on the cricketing field, and parks. And the aim is to hit, not get out. And if you're told, don't let someone catch you out, can you do that? I'm looking for a performance similar to what Virat and company produced. Simple as that. And again, great to see you guys on the show tonight and piping up. And I'm going to watch this show again to see exactly how the line lies. But, you know, full respect for keeping the flag flying. West Indian guys, do yourselves justice and use this. A la Virat Kohli. Over to you, gents.
All right, Richard. Some solid points as usual.
Equal his record tomorrow is 6 sixes, you know. 6 out of 6.
Yeah, solid points as usual. No, in terms of cricket being a simple game, we have to remember that cricket is not just a batting game, right? So even though we have the batsmen under a lot of pressure, say don't hit the ball in the air, and it's all about not getting out and scoring runs. We have to remember that sometimes the bowlers are equally as good as the batsmen at their craft, and they are going to be coming up with ways to sort of get you to play fast shots, right? You as a batsman, you are not supposed to do that, but because of the quality of the bowler, you might err in what you are doing, right? In terms of India and West Indies, one would say that they are basically, I don't want to put them in the same boat, but they started off the tournament basically the same way. What India did, as you said, is that they know that they needed to come out and win big. And they went back to a lineup that is very dependable. Rahul, Sharma at the top. Kohli was slated to come. Then they have Pandya, Pant, Jadeja, and Ashwin and all of those guys. They went back to those guys and they went out there and they delivered. You know, the only difference, as I said, the performance with the bat from Afghanistan was gutsy, right? That is why India only won by 66 runs. But in terms of cricketing brain and cricketing smarts, West Indies, there's no reason why these guys shouldn't be able to do what India did. I mean, the only major difference is that those guys that made the runs today, those guys are batsmen. I would have said this several times. Those guys are batsmen. They are not only swingers. Those guys can bat. Looking at the top of our batting lineup, do we have the same caliber of batsmen when it comes on to playing cricketing shot, proper cricketing shot? So if they do hit the ball in the air, the ball is timed properly, so you don't get out caught all the time. Not saying you can't play a fast shot and get out caught, but do we have the same level of quality cricketers that will time the ball like a Rohit Sharma, like a KL Rahul? Do we have the same sort of guys that if they want to hit the ball in the air, they will pick the gaps? It's not only about not hitting the ball in the air. You have to hit the ball in gaps. Ball will be hit in the air, but what about knowing where the fielders are and picking the gaps, right? I don't remember if it was you, Sam and Richard, on the last live that we did when we had everybody, had said that, do our players come out and look at the field, study the field?
That's right.
Whether it is, I pointed this out the other day, whether it is Test cricket or T20 cricket, when guys like Kane Williams, guys like even the same Steve Smith, even though he's not dominant at T20, and those guys, when those guys come out to bat, they tend to look around and see what is in front of them, right? And when they see what is in front of them, then they go ahead and pick out the areas that they need to play the balls. When I see my batsmen come out to batting, I don't see they look around and do anything, you know. They just come out and swing at the first ball. You understand? So I am hoping that these guys will be able to tee off tomorrow. The talent is there because these are quality players. They get big contracts around the world, and it is a reason why they get these contracts. So hopefully all of them will be able to pull this together. And as we were hoping, as Ian said, we will get 220, 230, and then bowl out the guys at 110. I am going to give the others a chance to go ahead. And once everybody is finished, then I'll wrap up. Wayne, you have been on for a while. We haven't heard you.
Yes.
So I'll give you a first go at it, Wayne. Go ahead.
Now, gentlemen. So, as much as being I wouldn't even say a spot of bothered, you know, it's way worse than being bothered But nevertheless, we still gotta have some kind of plan towards how we're gonna approach this whole situation tomorrow. I looked at the points table just before I came on and realized that we were like minus 1.6 the net run rate. Yeah, I think it's minus 1.6. So that means the team that we kind of targeting is South Africa, and they're at, I think, 0.7.
Yeah.
So I guess we got to do minus 0.6, 1.6 before we even get to 0. Then we got to do another 0.7. So that's like about 2.3 if my maths is good. We got to close in 2.3 to even get even with South Africa. Now, if South Africa lose, well, I mean, that's the only option we have. Their net run rate is not going to go any further, you know. If anything, is going to come lower. So we got to find a way to bridge that gap. And I don't expect it happening in one game. So over the next 2 games, we got to somehow do, let's say, mathematically, we do it half and half. So to get a 1 point, that'd be like 1.15 each game. We got to, you know, pick up our net run rate. And
to crush both
that's the
teams.
first thing that they've got to do. Yeah, they gotta find a way how to bring that run rate up by 1.5 in each game. So let's say, for instance, if we bat first, and you know we gotta set a total. First of all, we gotta try to figure out what's a par score on that track, because we can't just expect the bowlers to roll over Sri Lanka. You know, at least we can try to hold them to a par score. And if we need to score, if we need to beat Sri Lanka by, let's say, 50 runs to bring the run rate up by 1.5, so we got to at least get a par score plus that additional 50 runs. So they still got to get some kind of target in mind. It's not just go swinging your bat like, you know, like you don't have no sense. You still got to get some kind of strategy that we're working with now. If we manage to get beyond the par and whatever extra we need, that's even better. But at least at minimum, because what you can find happening if guys go too reckless, then we might end up being all out for 50 something again.
All right, we're saying that
we just gotta get some kind of strategy to it.
Sports to the bone. A quick point of order or a question for the gentlemen and your good selves. I don't know how much Dire Straits we're in the level. I know that we are deep in the mire. But does it matter, or how important is it that we bat first in these games?
Yeah, man.
So
we were talking about
how does that work?
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier on, and I think it was Marlon that explained it in detail for us. But I think you stand a better chance batting first, as regards to getting the net run rate up. Say, for example, your batter get at 200. And so I doubt it even matter how much wickets the next team lose. But say, for example, we get at 200, 210, which is wishful thinking, and we bowl them out or we restrict them for like 110. Then it would work out better than if they go in and bat first and get a certain amount of runs and we go at it. You stand more chance of getting that rate up if you bat first. You know, explanation might not be as clear as you want it, but I think you stand a better chance batting first.
I understand what you're saying.
The number of overs that a bat as well, you know, matters, you know.
So,
So if a bat second and chase down the runs in 10 overs. Then I don't think batting first really. I think it's easier batting first.
It's easier. It's easier.
Yeah, if a bat second and do the chase in record time, then it's kind of the same effect.
Because the wickets don't count, you know, it's the amount of overs. So I think going out there and putting out the runs.
So if we can bowl them out for 150 and chase that down in 10 overs, for example, then that's good, because that's only 10 overs.
Well, I know personally my wish. I don't know what about you guys, but I put my hand up first and say that my wish is that ideally West Indies do bat first, and as I was referring to India and Virat Kohli, I want to see them put in a smart.
Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier.
and show if they can bat 20 overs and produce something that's ample time rather than going gun-ho and having to chase down a target in 10, 12 or 13 overs. I want to see what's in up here and in the heart tomorrow for the guy. Exactly.
All right. So for the other guys, quickly, we're gonna do a quick wrap up. We say we would have gone a long time and I'm gonna put them hot now. I forgot to pick up. All right, Ian. Wrap up for us now.
Right. Well, as I started off saying, we gotta start the day with a prayer.
Divine intervention.
We're gonna really need divine intervention to come close to qualifying. But that being said, I expect that if we go into bat, I'd rather we bat first and we put a score like 2-something. And that can only happen if we have a man like Chase anchoring the innings from beginning to end while the other batsmen do their thing. So I would say at the end of the day, most likely we will not qualify, most likely. But if there's some kind of divine intervention where what they want to call luck goes our way, I don't believe in luck. I believe in preparation and opportunity. And opportunity. That being said, I still can look at it. I mean, I'm a West Indian to the bone, like how you sports to the bone. You know, the song Trinity to the bone. When I was a West Indian to the bone. And I would keep supporting my team. But I rather, in other words, a victory ain't good enough for me if the victory ain't close enough. If the victory not wide enough, sorry. A victory thing. Because a victory doesn't change your
help us
if you win by 10 runs. So we have to go out there and look for big runs, and we have to hope that we achieve that. People like Hetmyer and all these people who, because before I go, let me get something straight. Them fellas are depriving other people of a spot on the team. You can't go in a World Cup and do that crap for the whole World Cup, you know. It's very disgusting because you have people waiting to make the team.
Yeah, it's hard to look at, man. Very hard to look at.
To watch a man like Hetmyer hit 2-4 and then out like a clown, and then watching the bottom of the bat is very, especially him, because I consider him one of the best batsmen in the West Indies. I'm very, very disappointed with Hetmyer. It's time he grew up, right? And start understanding the buck stops with him. You don't look for anybody else. You take that responsibility and do what you have to do, and stop being like a child. And looking at your back bottom, and you think and you're walking out with your red hair, whatever it is. Stop that foolishness. Time for him to grow up and to fit his place on the West Indies team, like all the other greats of the past, like all the greats like Vivian Richards and the Laras. Time for Hetmyer to stamp his authority. Puran
show us what he's got.
Puran started to hit some runs now. Them is our future. Right? I go get Chris Gayle as an old man. If he make no runs, why get vexed with Chris Gayle for? Right? You have people like Hetmyer and Puran and them. We tell you about Chris Gayle. Right? Hetmyer and them supposed to be making runs like mad. Right? And so I am
in the prime of the career now.
Yes. When he held them coming World Cup and averaging 7 runs on kind of nonsense. Young fellas like them. Come on. So my thing is, them fellas better start thinking, or else I will stop them for life. I don't want to see them. Because they are the ones who we put our hope in. Puran, Hetmyer, and all these other younger guys. Who else we have there? Besides Puran and Hetmyer.
We have Puran and Hetmyer. Well, they are the young guys that would be in there. You know, we only have Akil Hussain. You know, he's doing his thing with the bat. It's basically Puran and Hetmyer. We have Gayle we have Gayle and Simmons. Those are the guys that make up the batting. So it's just Puran and Hetmyer that we wanted to really.
I blame them. I'm not blaming Gayle. Gayle in the twilight.
Right now, I don't even blame Gayle because he shouldn't even be in the team in the first place. So when I see doing scoring runs, I don't bother blaming him.
Even if Chris Gayle is in the team, he's an old man now.
You shouldn't be able to be 11.
Between Hetmyer and Puran, they're supposed to make over 100 runs. Easy.
Yeah.
Them fellas is big disappointment. So I just hoping for divine intervention and eventually Hetmyer come good and hit me some at 60 tomorrow or something. And do something, now, man. You ain't there for your looks and your hair dressing and all that thing.
Hetmyer gotta give you 100 tomorrow.
Right, so,
hair color matching the suit.
All right, guys. So on that passionate note, I know we still have DeAndre and Sachin, but on that passionate note, I have to run. All right, guys. I have to run. But tomorrow, you know it go. It's a 9 o'clock game tomorrow here, right? I think it's 9 for us here in Jamaica. Over where you guys are at. Sachin and others, I think it will be around about 8. So I will work it. I think yeah, man, I will just continue to keep staying tuned with the channel. Right? I might have an early morning class. Once I get a class out of the way, then we come and do a watch along, break and do a class and then come back. If we don't win or lose by that. Then so we're gonna leave it right here for now. I really appreciate you guys coming out. So enjoy the rest of the evening, guys. I have to run. Zin, pick up on yourself.
It was
a pleasure.
All the best.
Yeah, man.
Love everybody.